Damn.
We were waiting for you to come back from you out there dancing with wolves and shit. All
All right,
right,
links in the back,
all
mama.
right.
Yes, ma'am. Mama's in. Yeah, locksmith's in here. He's in the new one. Yeah, it's just me and you in the old one.
Yo, mute Resla. What's good with you, everybody? Welcome to the Drop By Discussions, DBD show. You know what I'm talking about? We'd like to welcome y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get in here and we're going to get started. We're going to get you some content going on here in just a second. How you doing, Mama? How you doing, Mayo? What's up with the locksmith Resla? What's cracking with you, big brother?
What's good?
Yeehaw.
Still can't hear you, Resla.
I'm doing too much. I said I'm good. I'm good. Want to
Yeah,
everybody
okay,
else?
there you go. There you go. There you go.
I'm all over the place.
Go out. Come on.
Where all the white women at?
This nigga crazy, bro.
You have to see about that one.
Yeah, bro. You jump that thing off.
So guys, being that this is the, do we want to say well, okay, so for anyone who was here for our last episode, which was our first episode, it was last Monday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning, whatever which way you want to call it. We had the decision that we were gonna have the show basically be the pull up or shut up, but then we realized there's a lot of people out there who have quite frankly a lot of those terms, pull up, things like that. So we didn't want it to be too confusing for anyone who wants to not only see the show but want to be a reoccurring people who want to show up and they want to look for it, and all of a sudden they are cascaded or bombarded with a whole bunch of things that wasn't necessarily us. So we decided to change the show to being actually the drop by discussion, or drop by discussions, where we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. OG and I, we've been talking about it for a little bit now, and the idea is that we're going to have multiple discussions based on different topics that are just happening all over the board, and also the discussion. We're going to be reacting and reviewing to a lot of discussions that are actually happening out in these streets of freaking the internet as well. And of course, as always, it's an open panel. It's kind of open up for people, but we do like to have particular conversations, and we do like to know that people are rather respectful in how they're having things. Sorry, my freaking buttons are going all over the place. And before we even get started in all of that, how about we already have people who are on the panel introduce themselves? You may already know them, but there's always somebody new in here. I want to start off with Mama. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Mama. You're welcome to call me Mama.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And we got locksmith Jeremy.
I ain't white.
Well, some people may beg to differ, but we don't know before
There's
for
going to be a
purposes.
whole lot of big booty women and big titty women up here, so y'all gonna have fun.
I don't
That's
know what personal
debatable.
conversations you had with OG about that, but for me, I don't recall being listening to anything about big booty women and any BBWs or any white women to be here. I wasn't told about any pretty young white things or pretty ass white women or anything like that. So
Well, I hope you're
we'll
not
have to see about
opposed, sir.
Sir, I had one. I had locked down one for freaking 10 years. That shit was my kryptonite. I'm not opposed. I'm just saying I know what my drug of choice is. So
I
you know,
got you.
I got my chips. All right, I got my chips.
You got
And
to
of
stay
course,
away from the kryptonite, man.
exactly. And of course, we got Mayo Monkey who's up in here.
Yes, sir.
So
I'm the curmudgeon. Old dude.
Yep, he's the one that has officially earned his black card in these spaces. When I say he is up in here, he is up in here. Outside of that, OG, you got anything for us today? Is there any particular places that you would like to traverse first, so we can get our actual perspectives on what's going on out here?
Man, I got like 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? They all craziness. You know what I'm saying? And I guess we can go and get straight into it. You know what I'm saying? I will be putting them in the back chat so we can you can go ahead and display them. You know what I mean? Because you know how my stuff is, and we can go from there. Because I was thinking about the discussion that we had last time we was on here, and
Okay.
it basically like I said, I kind of covered on my stream. You know what I'm saying? It's just how people are, what people do, what kind of, you know what I'm saying, how we interact with people. So we're gonna see different interactions on different streams tonight. And we're going to see how people react with each other and interact with each other. And some of it might be crazy, some of it might be good. And you know, if you have any questions in the chat, if anybody on the panel, just tell us to stop. You know what I mean? We like to communicate and involve you guys into the work of, you know what I'm saying, the stream. So like I say, when we do pull these up, just know that if they say something crazy or something like that, these are not the words of Resla or OG or anybody else that's on the panel. These are the words we are listening to. So let's just have some fun and enjoy ourselves.
That is your disclaimer, folks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Person back here. Start you.
All right, so let me take a look here, and we gonna get into it. You know how I like to do things. I like to acknowledge everybody that's actually coming through. I'm all over the place right now. Oh, we got CCD that just walked in the building. What's good, man? What's good? And who's this that you got me looking at right now? Oh, Jesus Christ! All right. So let's take a look. And let's see what's going on with the foolishness.
And the women you did impregnate, you come on here and fucking disrespect and whine about and complain. Like you the whole fucking bitch. Yeah, I swear, I feel like the roles have been reversed. It's like these niggas are turning into bitches.
If he your husband and he asks you not to do something, then you should not do it.
Oh shit. Hold on, I lost my freaking page. All right, sorry about that, guys. I just lost my page. Cause I got the wrong thing in the wrong area. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Who the hell's he arguing with? Sound like her profile looks like she's 07.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know. I just
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna check it out.
If your husband has a problem with the way you're acting, what if he called you and say, I don't want you to go on them panels because you're not representing the family the right way. You cussing and yelling with strange men. This is not that important. So you need to stop doing that. You cuss out your husband and tell him you don't tell me what the fuck to do. You sound like one of them women.
First of all,
Will you mind your husband? Hold on. Would you mind your husband and not get on panels no more?
Well, let me tell you, hold on. Because I'm going to come back to your question. He and I will have to talk a civil conversation. And I'm going to let him know I'm cussing through it. This is what I do. Now, if you don't like me cussing, because I'm not representing no family, I'm representing Real Time TV. I'm not representing.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You married. You are
Oh
always
my God.
the other half
You can't even talk with him interrupting. This nigga complains the most about people interrupting, and that's all he fucking does.
You're a married woman. No, listen. No, married something.
Had this talk. He knows I'm like this in real life. But what I'm not gonna do, certain things that he don't approve of, I'm not gonna do. And vice versa. Because if he was doing it, and I had to call him on the side and he was at my room. If I said
Yeah.
I don't want to do this and that and other,
Yeah,
but I
yes,
have to do it in a certain way. I can't come on him like I'm his mom. I
right,
have to have a logical reason of
right.
why.
And I gave you a logical reason. If he said, I don't like the way you're cursing on those panels, I respect that you're a content creator, but make the content. Don't get up on panel and argue with men. Will you respect those wishes, or will you tell him you can't tell me
Don't
what
get
the
on
fuck?
panels and argue with
Fuck?
men. Don't get on
No,
panels and argue with men. So I'm
yeah,
gonna just
I'm
let
just,
Really, they
you.
want.
I'm gonna just
I'm
Really,
let
just
they
you
asking
want
a
me
men
to
simple
ask
about
question.
me
you.
any kind of way.
Really, no disrespect. They want to ask. They want me to ask you how much you weigh.
You see this bullshit? Now this fucking egghead nigga stop this whole fucking, conversation to ask her. The people in the chat want to know how much she weigh. What?
How much she weigh?
What? No disrespect. You
No
could have kept that to
disrespect.
your fucking
Here you
self.
go. We heard it.
Disrespect. They want to ask. They want me to ask you how much you weigh.
Ask him how much their mama weigh.
She said, "How much y'all mama weigh?"
That's right. How much your
Jesus,
mama weigh? Don't worry about my weight, baby.
Lord.
Yes, I am
So,
fat, not
so,
to
so,
everybody.
so,
Some
so
people
really,
about me. But I don't give
so
a fuck.
really.
Ask me how much your mama weigh, how much your daughter weigh, how much your wife weigh.
All right, really, let's get you
You
back
know
on
what
topic. Really, let's get you back on topic. Let's get you back on topic. So, if
Oh
his
God.
husband, in a nice way, because you keep changing up what I'm asking to not answer the question,
She trying to
in
answer
a
the
nice
fucking
way,
question.
if he
Shut
say,
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
She must be fat too.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So there's a theme, if you haven't caught on here, when it comes to some of these black panels, right? And we've heard a lot of the rhetoric that we hear in a lot of areas like this. I personally, this is just me, but I got to think about these men that are basically trying to dictate how specific women that they're not, quote, that's not under their covering are supposed to be moving. How do you guys feel about that? Like, how do you, like, when you start questioning other people who are not, quote, your wife, but to say that how they should be moving? I don't even know if these women are married or not, but still.
It ain't that dude's rope. It's not
You
his
said
chick.
bro?
Rope.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not his rope, man. He don't know that lady and her husband relationship and shit.
Okay.
But me personally, I wouldn't want my old lady being like that.
Even if she is a content creator, like this is how she makes her money.
See, it's just always a lot of fake shit though, especially when it comes to bitches.
I'm saying if this is how she makes her money, if this is her pastime, and she actually
Yeah.
makes money from doing content creation, because he feels a way about that. Keep in mind, he probably said you can pick your own job, and let's be honest, some people look at content creation as a hobby, but if it pays, it's no longer a hobby; it's a job. Would you say that those type of men should refrain from having their women do what's, quote, acceptable, what they already deemed acceptable from the start? They didn't say what kind of job it was when she said, baby, I'm gonna do content creation. Oh, and I'm just talking to people online. He's like, okay, cool. But then the moment he discovered that she's arguing with men back and forth, all of a sudden that's a problem. When, keep in mind, these men didn't also have to pop up on her panel.
Nah, they didn't. But
A lot
ahead,
of it would
man.
have to do if she was doing it before I met her or not.
Yeah.
Hi,
Because we
everybody.
know
What's
that
good
when
with you,
people
man?
Hey,
get
Bert.
when people get famous like this, even YouTube famous,
Mm-hmm.
they change.
Yes, they do.
Well, isn't that also part of the game?
Hi, Mayo.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I mean,
Good.
CCD says it depends if it's how good's the ass. That's regardless of what it is. I mean, because if you say even if the gas was fire, right, CCD, do you want her out there basically arguing with men?
But
Yeah,
arguing is fun.
Go ahead.
You said arguing is fun?
But arguing is fun. That's the reason. I
For
mean,
some people just have a job where they have conversations and they know there's gonna be people opposed, so it comes to the job. I don't think people really go unless you're literally going out your way to be confrontation. I don't think a lot of people go out of their way to say that I argue for a living.
Well, I know most people, like I say, if you think about the spaces, if you having a conversation with your spouse and you telling them you going online, it really dictates if you online and you telling them, well, we're on her doing I'm on her talking to people who's uplifting and stuff like that. But then when you, like Resla said, he come to find out, he fuck around and listen to it, and you on her with debauchery, you on her cussing people out, doxing yourself, talking about you gonna delete people and all this other stuff. Like you ain't looking good up on both of y'all. I mean, you're gonna make both of y'all look bad at the same time. And then, like I said, you gotta already know what type of spaces you're gonna go into. And most people don't realize what we deal with on YouTube. They just think it's a space where we're just talking, and they don't realize this was a lot of fuckery that go on here too. So I can understand where the man is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand why she don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I see it two ways. I see it two ways because here's the thing. Let's just say she's not on panels, right? Because I've seen it for other content creators. She's doing videos. She's just cooking videos, right? If she looked good, people are going to be in the chat or even in the comment section like, she got a bad body. Damn. What is she single? Such and such, and people are gonna be like, "Well, she's married." There are people not gonna care. They still gonna be complimenting on her looks.
They're gonna.
She ain't even gotta look good. She ain't even gotta look good.
That's true.
I mean, if she's got a heartbeat, somebody's gonna hit on her.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
And like, if she is like one of these panel content creators, if she's talking shit about men, most likely she's talking that shit about you.
Exactly.
Interesting. Because a lot of these women that be getting on these panels, I'm not gonna lie, they be acting like they bad. They be acting like they're the baddest thing.
Nobody's bad though. That's the thing. Nobody is.
Listen. I don't know because there are people. Listen, there are people
who are playing though, bro.
Not bad, and then we hear that they pregnant.
Yeah, but look what she displaying.
Yeah.
We just heard this. She just told us, I mean, understand, we ain't heard the whole context of everything, but we heard what we heard. And from what we just listened to, yeah, bro, you not even listening to yourself. You're not even basically, before you even speaking, you're not reading, you know what I'm saying? You're not even thinking about the words that's coming out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You're just letting words come out because you're feeling a certain type of way, which is, you know, I can't tell you how you should feel. Not about to do that, but come on now, think before you speak, because some of the stuff that you're saying is not making no sense. I mean, you listen to what he's saying, like I said, y'all can have a good discussion, but it just somewhere in there is getting blocked. So I think there's some type of flaw on their side. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna push back a little bit, OG.
Go ahead.
So let's say he want his wife up there to only be doing content that's only gonna quote foster good discussions. Let me ask you this: how many of them platforms have you seen? How many platforms have you really? What the hell is going on with me? Oh, it's my mouse. Sorry, guys, my mouse is acting crazy. So, how many people would you say that he's really going to be? My mouse is acting crazy. It really is. That he's going to be reaching out there, having these conversations with his quote wife, and say, "Oh, you out there having good conversation? What? Are you going to like? Does he really believe that his wife is having a panel and they just talking about the Lord all day?"
No. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna have people come in and try to do certain things, but that's up to you to control your stuff. Now, understand, you might have those times where you can't control some people coming up, like we had earlier on the other show. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So you might get rowdy, but I mean, you're still gonna have something. I'm saying the overall look at the man of whoever's content it is. If you're the problem I have with what she was saying was she's not listening to him. If you're telling your husband this is what I'm doing, and your husband don't know nothing about it, and the only thing he can see is you on her acting a damn fool, and he see a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, on one occasion, maybe twice, because people, you know what I'm saying, maybe three, because you know people be doing all type of shit. They come on here with the clothes off and shit and fuck up the stream. It's people that's out to get you. I will give you that, and be like, you know, I can't go against that because we see it all the time. the main thing I'm saying is you have to understand you can't start something with a lie and expect to be like, okay, well, this is what I do, but then this is not what I'm doing on here. I'm really on here to argue with some motherfuckers because these are the type of motherfuckers that I feel like that's going to bring me money, going to bring me the likes, going to bring me the views. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm not even on here telling this message that I so-called told you I was on her doing that was so positive. Now I'm on her really on some bullshit, and you found out about it, and now I'm trying to hide the shit, and why I'm being mad about the shit because you didn't find out about the shit, and I'm not telling you. I want to get mad.
That's true. I hear you.
No, that ain't that. No, we got to cut that.
Hi, Mama.
Hello.
But yes, there's nobody on the internet badder than Mama. I said it right here, right now. Mic drop. She's the baddest of the baddies.
I don't know, but you looking pretty good in that little new picture you put up there. You even got clothes on, girl?
They're overalls and a tank top. Yes, I do.
Okay, making sure. I blew
Girl,
that
get
up
that
real
thirst trap
wild.
off the screen.
Oh, shit. You
That's
like my
fake, man.
bifocals? You like my
Yeah.
bifocals? Those are the thirstiest trap of them all. My bifocals.
Yeah, but it's just this is something that we hear a lot, and let's be honest, we hear this from a lot from older guys as well as younger guys. It's just like from the way he's talking, it's almost it seems as though he knew that his wife was going to be doing content creation. He just didn't know to what scope. But cool, no problem. My point still stands. As this guy who's getting on other people's panels, on other women's panels, because so far I've only heard of 2 women speaking on this panel. Who are you to turn around and then start dictating to other women that they shouldn't be having these discussions with men? Who is he? And we've seen guys do this. So, because then I say this all the time, men are now being given spaces to now be able to get their voices heard because for so long they weren't able to get their voices heard. But what's some of the things that they do? They invite women to the conversation.
He actually asked her a question.
Oh yeah, she got asinine with it. They didn't answer him.
Yeah.
They criticized him for it.
Yeah. I don't need a man's permission to do nothing. I'm up here representing myself.
Yeah.
That sounds so stupid. But that's exactly how it sounds though when they say it. So that was spot on, Mayo. That was spot bravo.
A woman, hear me roar.
That was spot on.
That is true. That's exactly how it came off. I just find it weird that men across time will turn around and then go to spaces because we turn around and say we don't need to be up in women's spaces or whatever, blah blah blah. But he goes on to a woman's space to start telling women what to do. And if it was my wife, she wouldn't be doing that. Cool.
Resla, is this a kitchen?
I'm afraid of how this is going to be answered. It's not a kitchen, no, sir.
Is it a kitchen, a bedroom, or a parlor, sir?
No.
Then it ain't a woman's space.
Fair.
Ouch, Mayo.
That's what you hear in this space too.
It's fair. That's fair because I do see a lot of men's spaces where they allow women in, and I just go, if you guys are not really interested, if you say it's a man's space, then why do you keep letting women in? We just want to hear women's perspective. But then you turn around and say, we've heard women's perspective for 60 years. So why are you allowing women in your spaces? I hear you, Mayo. And I would say the same thing for women. If you're doing a women's space, I don't understand why you're inviting guys up. Let them sit in the clouds.
Yeah. And this is why I hate the whole manosphere, anti-manosphere fucking portion of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's the same argument over and over again. Talking point versus talking point.
And it needs to stop.
They don't exist anymore either, is the thing too. They're not cogent arguments. Not that they really were, but they're really not now.
Apparently they are because there's always someone
with your face.
I suppose.
There's always someone new coming in.
Yeah, but like these guys, a lot. This is something they believe, right?
Mhm.
Say their wife's a stockbroker.
Should they? Do they really believe it though? That's a good question.
Yes, they say they do. But like, say their wife's a stockbroker, right? And you're a plumber. Who should be managing your retirement portfolio?
He's the man. It's him.
The plumber. Yep.
Exactly. And that don't make no fucking sense unless you want to be poor.
She shouldn't be with all those men. Stockbrokers are mainly men, Mayo. That's a man's space.
She's
a man's space. What you doing being there? I don't want you congregating in the water cooler with all the men. You shouldn't be there.
Looking on Wall Street, she shouldn't be there.
She's doing coke too.
Oh, she'll go too.
Oh yeah, you know that. You know that.
Listen, this is the thing, the kind of stuff they say. Let's hear how he either will get chewed out or how he's gonna navigate his way out of this dumbassness.
Oh, he gonna get kicked off the panel.
Let's find out.
Leon from DC. Nigga, I know you ain't fucking talking. I hope that ain't your real fucking picture. Don't time him out, y'all. Right. All that remains. Who's doing better? Over
20 years. That's crazy.
Wow.
Baby, I don't like you talking to those men and cursing them out on panels. Make your content, but I would rather you not get on panels with men. Would you stop getting on panels with men and cursing at them, or would you continue doing that?
First of all, if my husband
Letitia, if I met you, you'd have been 8, baby. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Would say such a thing.
Why that nigga sound like Quan Brown?
He wouldn't, because he's not.
Right, Salah. He ain't nobody's husband. Always a fucking baby daddy. Always turning into somebody else's baby daddy. Never a fucking husband. Hey, OG DoDirty. Welcome.
OG, bestie.
He's very
Everybody love
confident.
do dirty, baby.
Right.
If he was
a man that asks a woman to not
say that, this is what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna so you want me to not get on panels and cuss these motherfuckers out.
Period.
That's what you want me to do, and let these motherfuckers cuss me the hell out and talk about me and call me all kind of names, and I just play patty and not say yes, sir. Okay, sir, he got to be out of his fucking mind.
He gonna say rest in your femininity.
I'm gonna say you got to be out your fucking mind.
Think so?
So what you want me to do? Don't get on no panel? Be all shy? No, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't have no men on my panel because I might cuss y'all. Because my husband said don't cuss out no women. I can't cuss out men, but I could cuss out women though. What the fuck you talking about? This ain't 1950. I will cuss a motherfucker out. You, your daddy, your pappy, your grandpa, all y'all. Okay?
Period.
She talks to
Period. And just like that. Who want it?
So really,
they got something to say about me. So that's what it's gonna be.
It's safe to say that you would not listen to. It's safe to say. Hold on, really. It's safe to say that you wouldn't listen to your husband at all. It's safe to say.
Oh, it's safe to say.
I can tell really cuss her husband out. Really.
When he talking with common
sense. Have you ever slapped your husband? Really?
Oh my God!
Hey, really? Have you ever hit your husband?
Have you ever punched through a car window? Because you never addressed that. You had a whole person that was in that summer camp with you who saw it. Did you ever punch through that window trying to get to your baby mama?
See?
While you're asking questions. Has anybody ever said they saw really slap her husband? No. But we have heard people say they saw you punch through that window to try to get at your girlfriend.
Oh my God.
Oh, this see.
Oh my God.
No, see, you can't answer simple questions. Really, you're a liar, really. No. You pretend to be so smart, and then when I ask you simple questions, you deflect something else. I ask you, have you ever hit your husband? You started talking about him. Have you ever hit your husband?
If the motherfucker hit me, I'ma hit him with a bat.
So has your husband ever hit you? So has your husband ever hit you?
or anything. No.
So your husband, he must have hit you if you brought that up the moment I asked you,
What?
did you ever hit your husband? So y'all just be in there fighting like a motherfucker, huh?
That I don't fight.
You brought up fighting. You asked her about physical altercation with her husband. You literally brought that up, dummy. My God.
Fight a man hand on hand.
So you be in there stabbing your husband.
I had hit a man.
Oh,
I had hit a man because he slapped me. It wasn't my husband. I broke a damn base on his back because you cannot.
I believe you whip your husband ass. That's what I believe.
Like a man
Come on, dude.
I believe you beat your husband ass. The reason why he don't never
I believe your fucking cockeyed arm is from country door window. Hey, Chef motherfucking one. Hey, boo.
tell you nothing. Listen, really, let me explain something to you. Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing uninterrupted? Really, let me say one thing uninterrupted. And you can go ahead.
Damn, you keep saying it. You can say a lot of shit. This nigga is a fucking bitch. Y'all, I swear. These niggas are more female than anything I've ever seen in this whole fucking.
So is she saying she's more masculine?
A fucking arguing woman.
Because that's a talking point they don't like either.
I wouldn't even say that. This is a fucking dumb, feminine, arguing male.
She should have just
that
said,
your husband sit there, tamper down, try not to say shit to you, because it seems like if they make you mad, you will go off and beat his little pipsqueak ass.
No,
What you say?
because see, you want those women that don't say shit. Yeah, KB, I'm your number one.
That's not true.
I'm not.
I just said on my live, I like to argue with my woman because the makeup sex gonna be great. Really, don't speak for me. I'll get into a good debate with my woman, and then the makeup sex gonna be.
Oh, here we go.
Let me tell you something.
Kwame, you like that toxic stuff?
Yeah, toxic relationship, the best sex.
Oh Lord.
But see, I'm talking about a healthy. I'm talking about a healthy.
What the fuck is he talking about all over the place, y'all?
Pause.
He was literally.
Yes, sir.
Before we go on to the next video, why do people always revert to that? Just saying,
Wait.
like the toxic thing, the toxicity.
I got a question. Who's the people that we mainly hear that from, though?
I know.
In general.
Shit.
From the things with brightly colored hair.
As one answer, come on, anybody else?
Yeah.
Definitely women.
Which is nature's way of telling you something is toxic.
I know.
Look at all them poisonous animals, fish.
Oh no.
They all brightly colored, sir.
He said black and red. He said yellow and red, nigga dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, she can handle her own.
Go ahead, Rez.
I'm saying I'm making a fair notice that the people that I know that say that are really people who are not in the best of circumstances. So people might be thinking that I'm gonna say it's black or white, Hispanic. To be honest, I had all of them. I've had Asians crazy. I've had Hispanics who are crazy. I've had white who's crazy. I've had blacks who are crazy. But there's a certain class when you drop a certain class. That's where you get the crazies. So the question is, why are people not? You said no?
No, sir.
No,
I have met most of the crazy people I've met have been in lower, mid to lower class than ever upper class. Because the upper class ones, they're heavily medicated.
Yeah, they're crazy. They come off their medication though.
They gotta get off the medication, and most likely I ain't with them. Because they're too up there in the class for me to get close to them. Let me just say this way. I never banged a girl who had a bodyguard.
Okay, I understand that. Do it have to be like a certain type of bodyguard though? Like do it have to be a professional bodyguard, or could it just be a bodyguard?
No, period. No, I've never touched a girl who had a bodyguard.
Okay.
Who had a paid bodyguard. It could have been the bouncer at the club. I never had a girl who had a paid bodyguard watcher. not no Secret Service, not no political figures,
That
not
just
some
doesn't
chick at a
mean you have to
club.
pay for it. That's all.
Wait, what?
But look, I
I
didn't say
didn't
that.
say
I
anything
did,
about that. What?
I was asking, did it have to be just a, you know what I'm saying, like a bodyguard? You know what I'm
Got you,
saying?
man.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
Hey, some people around the world, they don't care. They got people that protect them, you know, while they out here working and taking care of their families.
Oh yeah, that YouTube chick that killed her stabbed her boyfriend up.
Oh yeah,
That bitch crazy. And the rich ones know they can get away with it.
But I bet he knew she was crazy. To be you ain't
Oh yeah.
You listen, you can be famous and crazy. I don't know why. Like everybody keep looking at the chick that freaking was with what's her face? The one that with Blueface. Her
Oh, Krishan Rock.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being fucking crazy, but they still celebrate her.
She is out there.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
what-
She's gone.
But people make it seem like, oh, it's the best sex. I hate to tell you that. No, it's not always the best sex. It's another talking point. It's not always the best sex.
Yeah.
Because you have the quietest people who can give you the best sex. The loudest, most boisterous people tend to give you just really lame duck sex. Being the Carl Jr.
they're
star
talkers.
position.
Yeah.
Why are you putting me on blast like that?
Give you starfish sex just.
Why are you putting me on blast like that? I'm just kidding.
I like the librarian chicks.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if she got a sleeve on her, instant sign.
I'm on one.
Librarian, and you got a sleeve? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I watch for women who have discreet tattoos.
He's stalking.
Absolutely.
He's stalking his prey at the corner of his eye.
Any woman that turned around and said, "I'ma fuck his life up. This pussy gonna fuck his life up," was the first bitch talking about. Wait, no, daddy, please stop. Daddy. every fucking time. So the answer is no.
Talking about changing your life and it didn't do shit.
People who move in silence have been the most deadly. And I don't want people to think that crazy people are the ones who are moving in silence. No, they're crazy. They're very boisterous. Very boisterous.
We don't like a squirter.
And if they got a shit ton of downers, you can't do much with them.
Fucking locksmith.
You got that fucking right.
If they on a bunch of downers, you cannot do shit with them. So anybody saying, "Oh, it's the best sex. Toxic sex is the best sex." Says who other than someone who's not used to having sex? I'll wait for that one.
Don't know.
I think for people who are having normal, healthy sex with one another, they don't look at it that way. They don't. Because I've seen people who have only been with each other. Still bugs me out, by the way, when I see that. Oh, yeah, we've been with each other since high school. You ever been
Wow.
No, it's just been us. She's the best I ever had. She's the only you ever had.
Right?
Yeah, but the difference is what I think
happy.
is the people that been together, the people that been together them many years, they ain't out here eating booty hole brown.
No,
everybody on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because you know.
Well, because only reason why I'm saying that is because he said that person is the only person ever been with. He made a good point. The reason is because you only been with that one person. Now, if you was out here like the rest of these old people who's your age and out here just flocking themselves around on everybody, guess what you're gonna be doing? Eating booty hole brown.
Sir, there are people who have only been with each other. He's like, do you know what I heard that guys like? She's like, well, what's that? She's like, guys like getting their booty eaten. He's like,
fuck that, not me.
I heard that too. And she's like, well, your behind is pretty much my behind, so I'll try it on you. And he's like, I don't know about that, babe. And that could be something they try in the bedroom. There are people who have only been with each other that will try the most craziest and kinkiest shit. There are couples who will do BDSM and nobody knows about it.
Yep.
Who have only been with each other.
Yeah, but they only with Yeah, but they only with each other. What I'm saying is the difference is when you go out there doing it on other people and upon yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
Yeah.
When people find out you're dirty, imagine OG. To the guys in the panel. Imagine this. I know I'm gonna throw it to the women too. So you've only been with your significant other. Just the only person you've ever been with. Whether you met them in your 20s or in your early teens or whatever you find it. This is the only person you've ever been with. For whatever circumstances happen, you find yourself single. Whether you're separated, in a pending divorce, or you're divorced already. And all this nasty shit you done did with this person because you thought, that was my person. It's only been him. It was only her. I know every inch of the viscous innards. I know every inch of her anal cavity. I'm afraid to start over because if I meet someone new, she might not lick the rim the same way my ex-wife used to because she's the only person that's licking my rim for 15 years. Then you get out here in these streets and you meet somebody and they're like, I want to do whatever you like. And you're like, really? Like, yeah. It's a little embarrassing, but I don't know how I say this. And she holds your hand. She's like, anything you need, I got you. You're like, well,
run away from that motherfucker.
Well, I used to get head and then for my ex, and then she used to stick a finger in my butthole. And then you realize other women want to do that too. They're gonna lose their mind. They're gonna lose their mind. They're gonna lose their mind because these women are out here doing crazy shit. These guys are out here doing crazy shit that you thought was what? Special. And then you find that it's not special anymore. It's not at all. So what do you do about that? But lose your goddamn mind out here in these streets. If anything, you might feel resentful. Like, I was getting all this, what I thought was special from her, but quite frankly, everybody's doing it. I used to say this about the guys, you know, like the guys that speak to the women. So you doing all this wild shit with all these people out in the street. What do you plan to give to your wife? I mean, what do you plan to give to your husband when you get married? My ass. So everything else you done did, you done had trains ran on you. You done had freaking dicks in you that need a goddamn dialysis machine to pump the fucking blood into the cock just to get into you and everything. You done had bukkake all over you. You got vids out there, probably revenge porn and everything else. And the one thing that you kept clean is one of the dirtiest areas in your body, and that's what you plan to give to your husband.
Yes,
make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's special.
Saying in the words of Boosie, that's what he'll say. Lord,
yep. That's foul.
Just say, and I've heard these conversations. Oh yeah, I've had facials. I've been ran up by 6 guys in one session. But my husband, he'll get the one area nobody's been in. Oh, you are so merciless. You're so absolutely.
Except for that one time I was drunk.
Yeah.
At the football party.
But you know what she'll say? But I wasn't really sure it happened because I was drunk, so technically it doesn't count.
Wow.
Shit in me.
Hopefully there wasn't shit involved, OG. Jeez.
Squirt.
Oh, God damn it,
Yeah,
Locksmith.
that nigga there, that boy, that nigga loves saying that. It ain't crazy.
Life's mission, Locksmith, to find all the squirters.
Dude, it's awesome.
I'll say it. I'll say like one of my friends, he says like he doesn't believe in squirters.
What?
He says, no wait, let me just say it like the way he said it. There's really no such thing as squirters. Y'all just fancy bedwetters.
What?
Fancy
bedwetters. That's what they say. They say it's
bedwetters.
If you want to call it piss, you want to call it cum or a mix or whatever, but I just know it's an intensifying fucking orgasm for a young lady.
Sir, he says anyone with a full meal can piss on you and they claim they squirting.
Yeah, but are they coming?
He said
are they coming?
He said these are the people that he said you have no idea when they're coming, sir. They make a face. They piss on you and it makes them happy.
You can tell because that body will fucking grip and shake.
Sir, anyone can make those things up.
Oh, come on, man.
mattress actors have been doing it for a long time.
You sleep crazy.
Oh yeah.
For a long time, sir.
Now we know why they're in the
You want it?
business.
Wait. Okay, Locksmith. So you really want to believe that every chick that you've been with, you've always been the biggest?
I didn't say that, but I am the freakiest. I am the freakiest.
Well, we see that already, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But we ain't even. Yeah, that crazy. Yeah, man. Hey, say I got one in the back for you, Resla. You know, go to that second link back there, brother.
He's like, I'm knocking it down. Every girl said I was the biggest. Really, my dude?
Yeah, don't do it.
Said that come out of my mouth, man.
All of them was like, Jeremy, you're the best I've ever had. Really? The last one said that too. Yeah, you're the best I've ever had. Yeah, every girl I get with, I'm the best there. Come on now.
Crazy.
Just saying.
This diversity bullshit where you have to hire women. You just have to. That like why? Why is that? Again, a factory that requires you, or a bricklayer. Should a bricklayer have to hire women? Should bricklaying companies have to hire women? Should roofing companies have to hire women?
Yes.
Why should they have to do this shit? If they didn't have to do this shit, they wouldn't do it, would they?
Yes, to make them sweat, to make them learn.
Because equality.
You should have the opportunity to work.
All right.
Opportunities.
But also women now that are before the 60s, women wouldn't work as much as the women do these days, and
Right.
there would not be as
It wasn't
many
that they
CEOs.
couldn't or didn't work. It's just that it wasn't. Normal because they couldn't go to a working place.
They keep forgetting about World War II when they get to this conversation about the 50s.
Wait, say what?
They keep forgetting about World War II.
Yeah, Rosie the Riveter.
When they talk about women in the workplace.
Yeah.
Women went to work. Yep.
Okay. Women went to work, sure, but they weren't creating shit.
No, but the people that work in factories aren't creating shit.
I agree. But when you hear the argument that would be coming from some of these women, like we're out there, we were out there working, we was building shit. You wasn't building shit. You weren't putting in design.
They were actually building shit.
No.
During World War II.
You were putting in screws in holes or whatever. Like you weren't
building shit, dude. That's
shit.
building shit. That's the same way you build an airplane today.
Yes.
Yeah, you ever heard of Rosie the Riveter?
Yes, sir. I think every guy who's ever had to go up against a feminist has heard of Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a picture with Rosie the Riveter, and she had rainbow color hair now.
Oh yeah, and a girlfriend.
And a girlfriend. And it's like, okay, all right, fine, whatever.
Wouldn't you say that men, in general, right? Not all men. I don't want no one to take this as an all thing, but most men in general tend to live harder lives than women.
We're doing more things.
I agree with that.
I was going to say stress would correlate to the lesser lifespan. Men deal with more stress.
And that's why that backs up what I was saying. Women that are under stress, they're more unhappy than the men, because we women are not made to be under that type of stress.
No. We've been more unhappy than you forever. Literally, throughout all the time, we've killed ourselves at a higher rate. We have been unhappy forever. Just because you finally come into the workplace and realised how unhappy men have been for the last fucking 3,000 years. Like, yeah, good luck to you.
Well, no, I don't think. Wait, I think she was saying women are less unhappy now that they're working. I think that's what she was saying, right?
They were more fulfilled being mothers and housewives. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
I think anybody's going to be more happy if they don't have to work a fucking job. Yeah.
You think being a mother is not working a job? Like, what world do you live on? Raising a human being is a job.
Against right now, how I could.
Important jobs in the world. You're raising a human being. What are you talking about?
what he
You
was
think that
referring
mothers just
to.
lay on their belly and watch TV all day? That's what
You're
you think
misunderstanding
that's
him.
what a mother does?
You're
Are you
misunderstanding him
kidding me?
completely. He's talking about paid employment.
What's the
Paid
words you say?
employment.
Literally said you wanted to hear what I'm trying to say and then continued to pre-ramble for the next 2 minutes saying nothing. Right? If you want to hear what I'm saying,
Why you're
I'm
so
saying-
aggressive? Okay, if you want to make a point, make a point. I'm not
Damn,
insulting
bro. I don't
you
know
or
what's going
anything. I'm
on.
just expressing my point of view. Chill.
Not working. You asked me for your point and then just not shut up.
The only person who can tell me to shut up is my husband, okay? So if you're going to talk to me, just be nicer. I'm not attacking you.
Over me 3 times in a row now. Are you going to let me answer the question that you asked for?
Sure, if you're nicer, go ahead.
Right then. Holy shit. That's what I'm telling you is if you think your child is a job and not a privilege, then don't be a mother.
Then okay, so no. What you're saying
Why
is
can't a
that
job be a privilege?
you're making it sound like being a mother is just being in the house and do nothing. And like what I'm saying is being a mother
not
is
what he's
also
saying
a
at all.
very hard job because it is also a job. It's a responsibility.
What was the word that I said that made you feel like I was saying being a mother is easy?
I don't
The
even know
fact
what
that you
Haku's
said
arguing
that the
against right
men
now, to be honest.
work and that the woman basically
I'm
don't do
so
anything
confused of
when
what's
they're
going
raising a
on.
child.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
Down.
No, you didn't.
No. So then, where have you got this idea from? Where have you built this from? Well, explain to me how I've said that women do
I
nothing.
literally just did the fact that you said that a man.
Said, I didn't say that, and you said, yeah, you didn't. So try again.
Yes. Speak easy, you're muted, bro.
I know I'm muted. I'm just so confused about how this again. It's like these arguments are talking past each other. I just don't even know what happened just now. I'm just so confused. Like I don't know.
I didn't mute nobody, so he muted himself.
I was just so like Haku, I'm just wondering why you were saying about the do you not agree that women are happier or are less happy now?
I'd agree that literally anybody that didn't have to work what would feel like a meaningless job, like men in society have to work as bin men, have to work as cleaners, have to work as all these things. Yes, of course, you're going to be more happy at home raising your children than you are having to work a menial job. Yes, obviously. I'm saying that's not so much special for women. I'm not saying that's special for women. I'm saying that's just life.
Wait, what was that last part? Because you muffled out.
I got muffled because you're freaking out. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm also at work.
Well, being a mother is a work too. You're also investing not just your physical energy, but
Right,
you're
he's
also...
not. Wait. So this is why This is why the argument just started. He never just said that being a mother isn't work. That's not what was just said. So I don't know why you're acting like he said that. He didn't say that.
What he was referring to. What he was referring to was paid employment.
Yes.
Paid employment. Yes. What you don't understand is when a woman is doing that shit, yes, she's working, but she's not getting paid for it. The man, the father, the husband, the partner is out there working, providing to earn that money so you can do what you're doing and raising the kids. He's doing the actual paid fucking work. Of course, you're still doing work. You're not getting paid for it because that's what the man is fucking doing.
She gets paid by him.
Exactly.
Yours is like a labor of passion. Do you think it's the same kind of work if someone's like a fucking soccer player or a football player, right? As it is for somebody who's a bin man? Do you think that's like the same level of grit? Do you think that's the same happiness levels? Do you think they feel the same when they go to work in the morning or when they come home at night?
Wait, repeat that question. Sorry, I'm not really understanding your question.
Like a professional athlete, do you think he has the same feelings when he gets up in the morning to go to work and when he comes home from work at night as a bin man does?
As a what man?
As a what? Yeah, sorry, I couldn't understand the last part.
Trash man.
Collector. picks up your trash bins. You know, the guy who comes to your house and picks up your fucking rubbish.
The trash. Yeah, the garbage man.
Garbage man.
So do you think that? So your question is if the professional athlete is happier than the trash man?
You think Tom Brady gets up in the morning when he's getting ready to go
This
to
is all
training and
happiness
work?
metric crap. This is like
Yes,
nonsense.
this is what she was talking about. She was saying that women were more
Well,
happy.
I will say that both of them
Right,
will
and
be. Both are
I wouldn't
bringing.
use that like she does. That's
I will say that both of them are fulfilled if both of them are working for their families, right? If they have a child at home waiting for them, and they will probably feel just as fulfilled because the man feels happy by fulfilling their family.
Hey, Josh, I want to add some clarification.
The bin man is as fucking fulfilled as Tom Brady, the best NFL player of all time.
Hold
cool.
on, John.
Yeah.
Cool, bro.
Go ahead, John. Quick.
All right, I just want to clarify. So they were not saying that. From what I heard, I did not hear someone say that being a mom isn't work. They were talking about employment. However, if you're going to die on a hill, I think now you would say that the reality of the situation in society, especially in Western society, is that no longer is the case. That when you work in the home, that you don't get a direct pay from a boss. However, throughout the history, as those of you who are in Europe would know, there was things like dowries, where there was money that was transferred that was considered part of the economic value of a woman at home working in the home. And I would also argue too that anything that is done in the home that is something that is off-netted, that time, that energy does equate to money. They may not be getting a direct effect, but it
That's
does.
what I just said. She
economic
makes
value.
money off of the man. The man's working, but he's providing for the woman. That's the dowry. That's the allowance.
Yeah.
Even if I give it you that you can call it work or a job, you can't even accept that different work and different jobs are going to give people different feelings. You don't think that Tom Brady wakes up feeling better than the bin man. That's a ridiculous reality that you live in. You know full well that the bin Brady.
No, okay, please let me try something here, please, because this is just like my brain is melting at this point. Please let me try
Tom Brady's
something.
queer than a $3 bill.
What he's saying is it is different work. It's different work, and you're gonna feel different about your satisfaction of raising a child than your satisfaction of going every fucking day to a job, spinning fucking heads on a fucking figurine, and then going home feeling like you didn't actually accomplish anything. Right? You're actually happy raising your child and seeing the accomplishment of your child becoming their individual self. When you go to work every day to a meaningless fucking place like emptying fucking trash bins, you don't feel like you actually accomplished anything at the end of the day. That's what is happening to a lot of men. That's what he's explaining. And he's explaining how now that women are in the workforce, now that women are in the workforce and they're seeing how men have been fucking feeling every day just to make sure we can provide for families, they are less happy. He's explaining that this is one of the big reasons they are less happy now. That is all that's being said. And his example about the athlete compared to the trash bin person is because if you think the guy that empties trash every day is going to feel the same way about his job compared to Tom Brady, that gets to go and play fucking football as his job, and you're actually crazy to think that.
Well, and you know what? There are some differences, and if you don't think you can't be happy being a bin man or being somebody that does,
he didn't say couldn't be happy.
I'm just saying if you're making a differential about there being a difference between those things, there are people, and this is why I believe people who have higher stress jobs should be compensated more money for that.
It's crazy how hard that was to get out.
Stress. A football player, for example, in the NFL, they may get big contracts. We see those big contracts, but those aren't always guaranteed. If they get hurt, they don't get all that money. There's pressure on them and stress.
What you say, Mayo?
It's crazy that nobody on that panel got what he was trying to say. I mean, that's just nuts. No, the trash man ain't waking up every day dancing, going into work.
No.
I didn't even know he paused on what I said. Jesus Christ.
Are you over there?
Yes, sir.
I ain't even over there, dog. I didn't
expect him to pull up whatever. I did not expect that. I'm like, he doesn't care about the happiness, but did he really hear the things that they were stating? And then did he really understand exactly what the host here is actually stating? I don't think anyone's really disagreeing with what he said, but I don't think anyone ever made an argument about quote happiness. I think they're just really stating the differences from what I'm hearing so far. That's all.
To maybe can't go on the ski resort because with the family because they've got a contract that tells them. I think we need to be very careful about assuming that.
Hold on.
One of those different occupations may not give you.
When the trash man goes out and he does his job and it's a shitty job and he hates it, but he comes home to his family and he's providing for his family and he's taking care of them and he's giving them a place to live. Isn't that the fulfillment? Isn't that the fulfillment that a man should want? Who cares?
That is a fulfillment. Wait. That is a fulfillment. He was talking about women's happiness and why they are less happy now and explaining that them being at work, having to go to work is part of it. Right?
But she's saying women aren't happy because they're separated from their children. Because they got to go to a job every day. They got to go to a job a man's supposed to do. A man is supposed to do.
I did not hear that.
But they got to go to a job a man is supposed to do to take care of their children in society. And that's the way society's set up, which we all agree. We all agree this. That's not how society is
wild.
set up.
We are at 105 of the 150
also the
goal.
fact that a man
Just
has
so everyone
worked,
knows. You guys are amazing.
For as far as we know,
I can't have the dono bar up
women
while I'm on
we're
other
so
panels
thankful
because
to
we're
you
running
men
off a
because
Mac
you
right
men
now.
have been able to create
Hopefully,
this amazing buildings.
we're
You
gonna
guys
have
have
that
been able to
PC
do
soon because you guys
technology.
are just fucking
Many
best
you
supported on
men are
YouTube.
so useful.
Period.
I'm not trying to diminish the fact that men work very hard, regardless of a trash man or a professional football player. But it's still, we need that workforce that you guys bring in because you guys are very intelligent. I'm not saying that we women are dumb.
No,
holy shit. Do you hear all the accolades that she's giving men? Why is it we don't hear more about this on she sounds to me, she sounds a little bit genuine. She acknowledges that the hard work is really done by men. Wow. I'm thoroughly surprised.
That is rare.
I am thoroughly surprised. She sounds like she acknowledges, she understands, and she's really genuine about that. That just rung a bell like, holy shit. Because I think that's a ground that people don't really want to move on when we hear things in these spaces. Like, shit, okay.
That TV show where all the men died, except for like the president's son.
Yeah.
You ever watch that, Resla?
I haven't seen it. I do want to see it. It was like last man standing or something like that, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it though.
Yeah. It's and the reason they ended it, I think, is because it showed a pretty accurate portrayal of what would happen.
Yeah, I really should see it. I keep forgetting all about it. But yeah, I do want to take a look at it one time. But I was just surprised she said it the way she said it.
Of course we need that. And we also need to, stop women from working a lot of places, right? Again, it would double the salary of men.
Yeah.
And then they would be able to take care of women. What Haku is explaining is that because of how things are with women in the workforce, this is part of why they are unhappy, because they're realizing that this is what it takes to be the protector and provider that feminism has told them they could be too. Feminism tells them you can be just like a man. Go get it, girl. equality.
Yeah,
And it's
Thank
all
God
I
about,
think
for
we all, I think we
feminism.
kind of all agree. I think we're missing each
yeah,
other.
that's what's
No,
going on. A lot of
No,
things are
we
going over
don't.
people's
No,
heads.
we don't.
I mean, on top of that fact, right? You've got these women who are fucking they're so career driven, so career orientated, right? They basically spend as much of their time as they can trying to climb that fucking ladder. They're working their asses off, and then they get to a certain age, they get to where they want to be career wise.
This is another great
then
point,
when they go to
Chris.
retirement, right? They actually sit there in
Feminism has turned a lot
misery
of
because
dudes into
they never had
bitches
that
too.
chance to spend having kids, bringing kids up and stuff. They never had that chance because they wasted it fucking chasing their career and their dream and shit. And then because of that, they're so miserable because they're at that fucking age where they can't have kids anymore. They're getting too old. All their eggs have fucking been used up and, you know, been fucking perioded out. They can't have any kids and they're fucking
Yeah.
miserable. They can't have any kids.
And
Why?
then when we're
Because they've
teaching
been
dudes
selfish
that
enough
all that
to be like a
matters
guy
is-
and chase that fucking career.
Yeah, well, that's the
I
thing,
agree
and
with
we're teaching dudes that all that
Thank
matters
you.
is having a cool car and fucking having money, and you know we don't teach them about being a father and a husband either. So like, you know, the quality women don't have exactly a big choice of quality men. This is the problem that again, a lot of these things that are promoted in society are fucking causing a lot of men to be fucking degenerates, a lot of women to be degenerates, and this is causing a lot of fucking problems amongst the thing. It's like putting two gears that are supposed to be spinning one way and spinning one of them the opposite way and just fucking the whole machine up. That's what's going on.
And it's all fucking deliberate. It's part of the agenda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to fucking reduce the amount of people on the planet. This is one of the many ways they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're doing this deliberate so less people are coming together and having fucking kids. The kids that they have already, they're fucking with their heads. They indoctrinate them, telling them, oh, boys can be fucking females, that shit. So then they're getting forced into this fucking treatment to try and surgically alter their bodies for fucking life. So then they regret that shit. They're no longer able to have kids because of that. Again, part of the whole.
Okay, yeah, that's like a
reduction
minority of the
population
problem,
program.
though. That you're just pointing, like, we can't just go on this whole. Like, this is the problem. We're jumping all over the fucking place.
Right.
Like,
My biggest contention is
man.
my biggest contention with what's been said is that you can acknowledge that women are unhappy being in the workplace, but at the same time, you can prescribe that men should do 100-hour work weeks.
Maybe
He
not
said
100 hour.
hours. I will say 80. I mean,
Maybe
Go
not
ahead.
100.
I said that most households are going to need 2 full-time jobs, 50-hour work
So
weeks.
wait
is
a
enough,
minute.
But then you said get
Peace
get
out.
2
Good
jobs.
luck.
we're gonna just keep harping on this same thing.
That was your instant response. Get 2 jobs then.
Well, as speaking as somebody who is a housewife, and my husband is the only one that works, and I'm never here at this time, but I was like, oh my God, I have to jump in. Everything everybody has said is correct. You are all right. You're all saying really great points. What Flor means, the girl from Guatemala, what she means is that you have to be wise. So, for example, we live in a cheap state. Texas or Arizona are very cheap. So that's one thing. We don't live in California. If we lived in California, we wouldn't be able to make it. So we live in a cheap state. And my husband is very wise and very smart with his choice of work. And I try my best to be wisest with what I spend, with how I use the money, his paycheck that comes in. We don't have 2 cars. We have 1 car. We don't go on vacations. So at the same time, in life, there will always be some sort of sacrifice. You have to think, what do I want to be, a career woman, or do I want to be a successful a mother that is going to be a blessing to my children, to my family, to my community? You're right. You can't have everything. You can't have everything in life. And also, Jesus was a carpenter. Men have had crappy jobs
Okay.
since the beginning of time, and
I
their
got a
value,
question.
their
I
worth,
got a question.
their
Go ahead.
How many trees you see in Palestine, Israel, Jordan, Just saying. Just saying.
I don't know where she was going with that because she literally said they don't go on no vacations, they don't do none of that. But she talks about like it was weird. It was weird.
Yo, and then somebody mentioned about a dude having to get 2 jobs at 50 hours per job per week. Then they bitch about the quality of lifestyle or the lack of having a father inside the fucking house, which isn't what bitches want. They want some dude out there busting his ass, grinding away, making all kinds of money. And then what?
Okay, well,
Men can never do anything right.
okay,
Yeah.
but what's the percent? What would you say are the percentage of the women that want that?
Want what?
That want men that be out there, quote, working 2 jobs, 50 hours a week, and never really home, but earning all the money.
Most women want that.
You really believe that the majority of women want that?
Well, what I'm saying is women are gonna fucking take a man's shit anyway when she decides to up and leave.
Okay, but the question, okay, but the part of that what you're stating, right, is if she decides to up and leave. If is a qualifier. Do all women just up and leave?
About 70% of them nowadays. That's the
Okay.
stats on divorce.
And
Yeah, that's
80% of divorces are brought on by women.
That's right.
So
agreed.
That's right.
That it does not count for all. And again, when we say that the 80% are the ones who are qualifying for divorces, then we still have the whole percentage of how many people are actually still married, or actually people who are just married in general. And we can still see that's not really sitting on the high margin.
yeah, but what he's saying, right? If the guy spends a lot of time at home and doesn't make a whole lot of money, they're not going to be happy with that. But they're also not going to be happy if he's working 2 jobs, making a lot of money, and spend it and is away from the house.
I hear you. So
Either way, they're not going to be happy.
right. So the thing that sounds like, and then people are going to agree, or people are not going to agree, but the thing that sounds like a solution is basically that men should not be, quote, getting into marriage situations when it comes to women.
And that's why a lot of men nowadays are not getting married. It's because
I don't know anyone who wants to slave away their years for free for nothing.
Men do it all the time. They lose more than half.
I think some men do it all the time. I think some men do it. I don't know if all men do that. Some men do it all the time. Not all men do it all the time, because we have plenty of examples of men who don't do it.
And most of those are old timers.
No, not true, because the young people ain't doing it. People who me and my time and millennials ain't doing it. There have always been men who didn't do it. We're not going to say the majority of men do that, because also the majority of men aren't married.
They wisened up.
I'm stating what the statistics are showing. The majority of men are not. We're not going to say the majority of men are married. They're not.
Yeah.
So there are some men that do it. There are some men that don't do it. Of the men who are married, they're the ones who do it.
All right, I got a question for you, Resla.
Yeah, go ahead.
What does a man gain today if he gets married?
I would say slim to none.
That's right.
What did he gain in 1945 when he came back from World War II and got married?
Everything.
I could not tell you.
Well, he had a wife who could cook.
And loyalty.
Knew how to clean.
Yeah, I don't know what the lifestyle was like for people in 1942.
He didn't.
But women's mothers used to teach them basic things.
I agree. Listen, I'm not saying that the quality of human being is better now. I'm not telling you that. The conversation was about the work ethic, the sweat and equity that's being poured in by people by men who are married today. And again, even back then, I won't say that men were out there still working like 80, 100 hours. Why? Because predominantly you can have a single earning household. it didn't require two people. Because the cost of living is ridiculous now compared to back then.
Yeah. Actually, the cost of a Mustang has actually gone down.
You'd have to show me that. Like I said, I don't know what was going on in 1942.
I can prove it. I can prove you that the cost of a Mustang has actually dropped since
I have no idea what a
1964.
Mustang costs. That is out of my pay range, sir. I don't even bother looking at prices.
I'll put it in the back, sir. Go over it. Check the numbers.
Like I already knew there was never going to be a Mustang in my future.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is that you know, back in the 40s, at least you didn't have the justice system against the man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, versus this shit now.
Okay.
Actually, in some ways, it was worse.
Yeah, I was about to say that you talking about outlaws and niggas that was doing some crazy ass shit. These niggas didn't get.
Well, you can get away with that shit back then.
They still had a justice system though. They still had something that'll put them niggas in line. You still had
I should say family court. How about
the law? What the law of the draw, nigga? That handle problems.
But let me just say this: for how long now have men been complaining about family court, and yet men still keep signing up for that quote death note,
and keep showing up without a lawyer.
Yeah.
So apparently, men keep doing it to themselves.
And they've heard all the nightmare stories.
And they still sign up for it. I'm sorry, should we have sympathy for these men? We can't say they don't know any better. Because they've seen their fathers or their grandfathers go through it. Can we really have sympathy for these men? If you know that you've seen your father and your grandfather go through the bullshit, you want to turn around and say, but I love her. She would never do it to me.
All right. Well, fuck that bitch. I'm talking about the kids.
Okay,
yeah, but dude, my mom died in 1982. My father in the state of New Jersey had to petition the courts for custody.
There were no other people, and yet he had to petition.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Because back then, they went to a female on the mother's side.
Yep. Sister, grandmother, whoever, but they wouldn't go to a man. And that's crazy. Yep. When it should be who's your closest blood relative. And he was bypassed, which is insane. Given a time also when a woman, if it was hard pressed to do so, but if she left, the men were the one who took care of their children because it was the men who worked. Now you're not required to work in order to keep your children as a woman.
Yep. The provider doesn't get them anymore.
No. But should people feel a way if, say, because you have a lot of women out here they're claiming that they banking a lot of money, the stats are they putting up all this money, men are not making as much money anymore in particular areas. But if a man should decide to divorce and leave, well, men are not the ones who are still getting kids. They're not.
No.
We hear all the complaints for sure about women who turn around and say, I gotta pay him what?
And that's rare.
So women are still keeping kids, and they're the quote providers, and men are on their own. And in fact, if men who have really been taken care of for a certain amount of years, it's so rare still even to see the numbers of men who quote get alimony. Never mind child support, but alimony. Why is that? What happened to equal? What happened to equality? Equity?
Isn't that what the feminists want?
No, they want privilege.
Well, they are privileged.
I'm just saying. This is what we hear. This is what we see, and there needs to be real. They need to be real. Not even talks about it. We're done with talk. There needs to be real action being done about it. But I don't think men feel that they're in a position to move that way because, quite frankly, too many men believe when it comes to anything that has to do with a woman, it's hands off. It's always a hands off approach. When I say hands off, I don't mean physically touch, but it's like we don't want to take any action because we're afraid of backlash. I'm not really afraid of that much of getting laid.
No.
Some men way too much, actually.
Like
It literally runs
as a collective, in order to quote save your sons.
No.
If I save my son, I'm not gonna get laid, so I'm not gonna save my son. I'm not gonna save my nephew because I won't get laid if they find my name on this petition. Is it really that important, guys?
That's weak thinking.
I'm just saying. It's a question I'm putting out there. Is it truly that important?
To some people, it is, sadly.
I feel sorry for these people. I feel
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
for these people that they feel like that's their options. But at the same time, I'm like, let the world burn. If I would see the difference between me and probably the other guys who would think about that show, Mayo, of The Last Man on Earth, a lot of guys would be thinking, I'd be tearing pussy up. I'd be in fear. I'd be on my own. I'd be on my own because I would think they would use me like an IV drip. They would try to take every last drop from me.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be nothing but a cow.
Yeah. I'd be worried. I would rather have whatever freedom being on my own because I think they would milk me until I'm dead.
Yep.
The other guys would be thinking, I'm gonna be up there, I'm gonna be having like 100 harem bitches. No, you're not.
Hell no. You're gonna be hooked up to a fucking milking machine like a cow.
Yep. There are some things that are just worth giving up, people. Just saying. That's just my thoughts, though.
They're worth the respect, the admiration. My husband doesn't have my husband isn't a CEO, but I admire and respect him so much because he takes the brunt. And also a housewife has to admit, yes, my husband's job is definitely obviously harder than mine. Mine, sometimes I wake up at all times of all hours of the night. The kids have fevers. It is taxing mentally, emotionally, physically, but obviously I'm not going to say that it's as hard as my husband's job. No, of course not.
That's
But
probably more rewarding, right?
I'm sorry?
And probably more rewarding as well.
My job?
Yes, your job than your husband's. Yours is probably more rewarding to you.
Your job
Yes.
is more rewarding.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I get to be home and
Like
watch.
when your child first spoke and when your child first
Exactly.
walked, he doesn't get that kind of experiences at
Right.
work. Never have ever been at work and experienced that level of joy ever at work, ever.
Right.
I am the sole learner of my household. I am the sole learner of my household. I am the one who pays for my entire household. My wife does not work. But if my wife turned around to me and was like, well, you best get another job and work 100 hours a week, I tell her to shut the fuck up.
I understand. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
I also
think
need to be time with my children. They need to know their father too, right? And she was just saying it was nothing, like flippant. Just add another 50 hours on your week, bro. Like
40.
no wonder men feel like nobody gives a fuck about them and they kill themselves at the highest rate. Like, yeah. Those kind of flippant comments of like, just fucking take on a whole other work.
We aspire to do more. So maybe
Yeah, but see, this is the thing.
work 80 hours.
This is the one thing I'm gonna have to
make the same amount of money.
I'm gonna have to say about this, but like us also as men, Haku, we should teach men to brush that stupid shit off and keep moving, right? Instead of like letting it put them in that state of mind. I get what you're saying. It's true. A lot of men are living in this quiet desperation, right? A lot of men are living in this quiet desperation because that's what they feel from women. They feel like they're not good enough. You know, that like the fucking average dude doesn't get fucking looked at, right? Like a lot of, again, women like all women chase the same type of men, basically, right? In a sense, not in every detail, because then but you know what I'm trying to say, where they chase men that are crossed and up, where men are more open to a crossed and down, right? So this is what's happening here, and men, again, they live in this quiet desperation because of that. What Haku just mentioned, right? Like that when women say, "Yeah, you should just fucking work harder." Yeah, but like
But
this,
I
so
don't know
this
if
is
you
why
guys
I
know
want to
why
ask
it's
the two
true.
ladies here on the panel. I have a question for the ladies here on the panel. Quick, do you think?
You say you
do
have
you
admiration and respect.
wait?
Sorry.
Oh, man,
A little lost there.
What is your question?
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with that.
Did he? Hello?
He muted himself.
Oh.
But I do. My observation. I don't know if you guys have said this since I've come back in here, but you know, we can
Check
talk
your
about
fact check,
gender, we can
Resla.
talk about feminism, but I think all of these things that cause the conflict with men to have to work as long as they are, long before we got into this whole cultural war with like the war on marriage and everything with lifestyles, the catalyst for a lot of this is when we went away from the agrarian age and we developed into the industrial age. It's the civilizations, and the more we consumed, the more we needed to produce, then the more our work became about what our value was to somebody who then needed people not for a vocation but as warm bodies. And that is something that to me is something that is, and I agree with, I think it was Haiku that says, you know, we have to live in reality, and I think we do. We have to realize we're never going back to the agrarian age, obviously, but
no.
So I rather agree with what basically he says, that we're not going to be going back to whatever it is, and people need to get over the fact, because the one thing we always hear is the common talking point of, oh, the 1950s. Let's be honest, there are people who in the 1950s that during that time would say the 1950s wasn't that great, but we also have to recognize that we need to see what's going on today. We can measure it from the past, and then what we can do from there is try to see what we're going to do to make a better future. Not try to pull ourselves back to the past, and not think that we can just bomb the future and start bomb the present now and think that we can just start a whole new future. That's not the way it works.
No,
Evolution is
because
gonna
most
get.
people don't want to go back to where they farmed one thing and traded with their neighbor for
They
the other
couldn't.
thing they needed.
It's
No,
impossible.
no.
But the talk is like, we should it's like a Windows update on your system. We're gonna pull back to the previous version. You can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
There's a save state. It's you're where you are. You can't pull back to when you first installed the program. You can't.
Yeah.
So they need to get past that point in their heads and just say, because that's the truth of the matter. To bitch about all the things that you're bitching about now, there are people, whether it's you or even your predecessors, who saw this shit and did little to stop it. So if you saw the signs, but in your mind was, well, as long as it ain't bothering me, it's not it's bothering everybody else, it's not bothering me, cool. But then now you get to the present where it's affecting you, you're like, well, we need to do something about it. No, you should have did something way back then. You should have did something when it was first starting. This is the whole smoke and fire thing. You seen smoke, you smelled smoke, but you didn't want to investigate. You didn't want to do your due diligence. You waited till when fire is at your fucking house and then said, oh shit, look, there's fire. What can we do about it? Too late. You either vacate or maybe you did some prepping for something in the future. That's it. There's no other way around it, and I think it's foolishness for some of these people out there. That's just my thought.
Yeah, this whole, because I've heard this line before, where we should, go back to a simpler life. It wasn't simpler.
It wasn't simple, exactly.
It's a lot fucking harder. I mean, people don't, but this comes from people not being connected with their food to know enough to where they even know where it comes from. Milking cows don't take Christmas morning off.
Okay, and let me just say something that to the men up there that say a lot of this shit. I hate to tell you this, but if all women stop working today, and all the men will be back at work, you cannot prove that you would make the world better.
I don't think that's, but I don't think that's even their thought. The problem is,
a lot of their points that there's shit going wrong because women have gotten empowered, women have work, women have their own opinions.
No. The problem is, right? And you said it. One person can't make a living anymore, right?
I agree. Yes.
All right. Now, if women are half the workforce, you take them out of that, would pay raise? I mean, feminism basically doubled the size of the adult workforce in the United States.
Agreed.
And that kept wages down.
Would you believe that if, let's just say, because all these men, they complain about women working in the workforce or whatever. So if men were able to get back in the workforce, women were decreasing the workforce, do you believe that these men will, quote, be happy in today's market? Not how they were back in the past, because a lot of these guys don't understand the mindset of the men that were in the past.
No.
They will be working off today's mindset. Talking about how they want yesteryears a movement.
Yeah, but would they be more satisfied with their work if they were single-handedly providing for their families?
I'm not sure they would these days. Would I think there would be a whole lot more men that would be satisfied? Yes. Do I think that a grand...
No, but nobody's ever always been happy, you know.
I'm not sure they would, because they would still be dealing with women who are of the mindset of today. There will still be women who will be working. There will still be women that they will now be complaining about that they feel are taking them for their pockets. You would still have things in place, because we're talking about just the workforce. So you would still have things like no full divorce. You would still have the whole child support thing going on. You would still have alimony. Because most men are complaining, well, we don't get enough for our kids. But then they say, well, we don't make it. Oh, forget. Sorry. I forgot, bro. All men on YouTube are six-figure earners. I totally forgot. Hold up. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I forgot we're all men.
That fact, sir. Come on.
Yeah. I slipped. Sorry about that. Yvette, millionaire, $1 million coming your way.
But the thing is, right? What also didn't they have back then?
A plow and horses? I don't know. Like, you tell me.
No, sir. No fault divorce didn't exist.
So they need to pick one thing at a time. Are they gonna go for no fault divorce? Are they gonna go for child support system? Are they gonna try to redo alimony? But the idea is that you need to pick a battle. Complaining about everything is not helping you.
I know. But they need to do something, which is what they're not doing right now.
So, like I said, even if the women dropped it in the workforce, a lot of men are still not gonna. They're still not gonna want to buy into whatever's going on. Because I make all the money, so I make decisions. Okay, cool. Let's see how well the decision work for you when court time comes.
I think men should quiet quit.
I've been saying that for a long time.
And let it fall where it may.
Opt out. See where the shit lands, and let people pick up the pieces.
Yep. It's just like
you don't have to compete. You don't have to compete.
Yeah. It's just like with BRICS wanting their own currency and all that. Fine. Go ahead.
All
and
right,
now that Saudi Arabia is going to sell oil and currencies other than dollars, fine. Pull our Navy out of the Gulf.
Sounds okay to me.
Pull our Navy off the Somalian coast, off of pirate patrol.
Yeah, see what happens.
And see if the Chinese Navy can come in and pick up pieces.
So, OG, you passed me this panel over here, which we'll see how it turns out, because I haven't heard what they said, but it looks wild already. This one says Beer O'Clock's open panel. Okay, all right. Let's see what's happening here.
Straight fucking
No, the thing was what I was thinking about doing, what I was thinking about telling them is get a good Guinness, and
we need to put on a shirt or a bra.
Instead of a shot, or we can do a shot or whatever, but if you drink a good Guinness, you sit there and you just like, you drink the whole beer, you just like,
Mike,
you're gonna be fucked up.
I agree with you, but you don't understand.
LC, he told me one time.
Ricardo,
he's
suck a dick, Ricardo.
It's like, yeah,
Fuck off, Ricardo.
Us Aussies, mate, we just fucking functioning alcoholics, and he's about it, dude. This dude just does his shit, dude. And like, you'll come up on stream maybe once a week, and he gets hella faded, and he's, dude, it's crazy.
I don't see Ricardo on here opening his fucking app. He just fucking handles fuck off and suck a dick. On the back.
If you get a good Guinness, if you get a good Guinness that's poured from a fucking spout instead of a fucking can, drink that motherfucker, and I guarantee you'll love that so much. You think you drink your fucking trash.
I need to have Irish Guinness. I need to, or Australian.
Oh, that shit is
Very good.
Hey, what do you think about this house about influence? Fucking, I'm out a shot or something, bro.
Yeah, I thought you was just looking at that beer bottle and everything. It looks like a Michelob to us in the States.
Yeah. No, it's a
it does. It looks like right there on the table, like a Michelob.
That's what.
Does anyone know what this man is saying? Jesus Christ.
You sound like Boom Harold.
I was like, what the hell is coming out of his mouth? What the? I'm picking up like every fourth word. What is happening?
You know what I mean?
Hey, for what it's worth, I know 1, 2, 3, 4, y'all 4 motherfuckers don't care, but Slimmy Cricket's Entertainment.
OG Dirty.
The last couple of days, I reached 1 million total views on all my short videos and everything I do. I reached 1
million. That's pretty cool, bro.
There's
another subscribers.
Very well done. Well done to you, and well done 41,000.
Matter of fact, OG Dirty, this tobacco break is for you, bro. OG Dirty. Thanks, dude.
Well, Cindy, I appreciate you let me in the room, and
yeah, I love your titties, man. That's what more can I say?
Man,
I love your titties.
Beautiful titties. They're beautiful. Some of the best titties I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You make fun of me all you want, but yeah.
I was giving you a compliment. Wait up, motherfucker. I was giving you a compliment. You think
I know, motherfucker, but look here. Everybody keeps saying, I have nothing to hide. What the fuck I got something to hide? Where I got to hide?
Don't get defensive about your titties. They're nice, bro. We're all here for you.
Don't make me
You
pull
got,
my dick out.
you got a hairy bikini, too.
Yeah, don't make me pull my dick out.
Russell, I don't know what the fuck is going on right here. These niggas drunk as fuck.
I prefer it if you didn't, but
yeah, right on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening over there.
Man, them boys over there getting drunk. They just talking.
They sure are. I have no idea where they're getting
That's
at.
an open panel of drunks talking and smoking and just having them a good night. It's beer o'clock. Yeah, they serious about that.
I'm like, what is happening? They are all over the place.
Yes, sir, they are.
It seems like they're having fun though. That's what it is.
No conversations going on. Did you see the other one?
You talking about whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's see now. On the screen.
His penetration in whatever way we could work out as a couple.
Well, it's though you're still saying that the ultimate value that you bring to the table is that he can have sex with you.
Well, let's get all the girls to answer this question. Go ahead.
What is the actual question? Like, what
Did you not just watch the clip?
To make him happy?
Did you watch the clip that we just
like
into the mic?
We're referring
into the mic.
sexually.
Scoot the mic to the
If you have no
vagina,
vagina sexually into it, we're referring sexually. What we would do?
What would you? No. Well, let them interpret it however they want to interpret.
So is that Mr. B trying to be like fresh and big?
You do.
Say again.
So is that supposed to be Mr. Beast right there to do with the whatever shirt on? Is that Mr. Beast?
Nah, that's not.
No, that's not Mr. Beast.
Oh, okay. I'm always lost. I don't know who the fuck I'm looking at. Oh, look here. Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these people is. This is new to OG.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, you don't know about the whatever podcast?
Bro, no. Why would I know something about this, sir?
Oh,
I'm gonna cut
yeah.
short.
So they're basically like the quote white version of like Fresh and Fit.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Brian is the guy who's on the far left with the whatever hoodie on. He's the host of the show, and Andrew is the guy who's on the stream, with the mic. But he's a debater, and they do these things quite often where he will debate with women about whatever's going on. Most of the women who show up on the whatever podcast are like OnlyFans models.
Okay.
So he pretty much
with the hat.
Yeah, Andrew's pretty much a really big debater. He's really good in the debate sphere, and he tries to dismantle a lot of what these chicks be saying. That's pretty much what it is in the podcast.
Let them interpret it however they want to interpret it. So, what would you do? Okay, look, hold on. Terrible train accident. Lost your pussy. Pussy gone. Train accident. The pussy's gone. Terrible train accident. What do you do? You get a 3-month. Can't leave the bitch. Just lost pussy in a train accident. What do you do to keep your man?
I get a cleaning lady, so she's cleaning that house. I get a chef, so she's making dinner because I can't get up because I don't got no pussy. And then I am wearing lingerie even though I still got no pussy. And I'm gonna just lay in that bed, and I can't open my legs, so you can't really. I have a mouth that works. We eat dinner together. We watch shows together. I will wear my butt plug for you during the day, and then if it's been a really long day, you get the back door.
What about you?
Jesus Christ. She said the cooking and the cleaning she needs to hire somebody else for. And she don't give no pussy. She may get some head and the guy may get backdoor. That's what we heard so far.
Dude, may my ass.
Boy, she ain't shit.
That is wild.
Absolute.
And that's the first chick. I want to know what the rest of them is gonna come out with.
Well, I don't really rely on sex that much, so I would just kind of do the same thing I normally do, and that just spend time and have engaging conversations and watch movies, paint, interact, grow businesses, talk about the future, and just keep doing what we've been doing just without the sex. The sex is never, or specifically the pussy is never the issue here.
What about you?
Because she got a ball sack.
Similar to what she said, I feel like if he loves you enough, he would still stay with you even after you don't have.
But what would you? So the question is, what would you do to keep your man?
I said the similar thing as her, like basically the same thing. So just spend quality time.
You just caught me joking on camera.
Hey, pause that.
I say I know the Heimlich.
So not stop your behavior, still go out here and be a whore. And just as long as you stay there with them and make sure you around them and that's what she's saying. What am I lost, bro?
The chick said that without the sex, she would help build a business. She didn't even say with him. She just build a business. She would paint. The heifer said paint. Well, what the fuck is that about? Have conversations. Like, what the hell's happening here?
I think she's a dude, the last two chicks.
Man, I'm trying to figure out what her mind state is.
This is what This is what they claim their own perceived value in that relationship would be.
That
this is the most they can offer.
That's definitely not a good look, but
I'm just saying. Right now, I'm just hearing 2 L's.
You okay?
Yeah, popcorn is like.
Yeah, popcorn's always the culprit. It's like that. She's like Bevo. He does like the fucking. Wait, now you're choking on water, Madison. What's going on?
I've been seeing him all over my TikTok, and I send it to Nick every time.
He it does that. It's actually kind of funny.
It's so funny.
He tries to swallow food whole, and it looks like he's about to die. Yo, shout out to Bevo, bro.
Wait, Brian. You're not talking about Cuck Bevo.
We're talking about Cuck Bevo.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. He's not funny, but it's more like we're laughing at him, not with him, sort of thing.
There's like compilations on TikTok, and it's like all the times we've almost lost Bebo, and it's just
It's kind
him,
of funny. It's kind of funny.
like swallowing food
Did
whole.
Bebo ever apologize for his malicious and salacious lies against the Whatever podcast?
He did not. In fact, he after I confronted him about it, he blocked me on TikTok. And here's actually the crazy thing, Andrew. Update on that. So he blocked me on Instagram. He blocked me on TikTok. The reason he blocked me on TikTok is from my Whatever account. I looked at one of his videos, and people were commenting, saying something along the lines of,
"You're a lying sack of dog shit."
Yeah, but so there were people leaving comments saying, "Well, hold on, your girlfriend in a live, like a week before she showed up on the show, on the live stream said on her own live stream that they were in an open relationship." Ooh. So what's the truth? In a live stream before she even came on, was talking about how she was in an open relationship. Here's another fact. If you go to her Instagram, it's like $3 or some shit. I'm not gonna pay that, but whatever. She says she does BBB. I'm pretty sure that 3 B's. I'm pretty sure. BBBG content. So that means that she's doing content with multiple men, which I think that necessarily means that, God damn it. Okay, are we back? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what the frick.
There he go. He's moving.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so here's where we stop, Brian.
Yeah, shit.
You were talking about Bevo's ex.
Are we back?
I'm sorry.
Twitch, are we back?
We're back. His future ex was explaining that they are in an actual open relationship, and go on from there.
Yeah, so she did a live before she came on the show saying that she
They
at least
messy.
that's what the comments on TikTok, that's what made him block me, because I
So
was trying to
even-
get some details.
even the
She
big
said that they were
channels
in
get
an open
messy.
relationship in a live stream, and then
Apparently so.
if you go to her OnlyFans, it says she does BBBG content, if I recall correctly, the
I don't know what
numbers of
acronyms are.
B's,
I don't
which
even know
means
what
that
the
she's
fuck that is.
sleeping with other
Close
men
enough.
for scenes on her OnlyFans. Why are you waving your head? BB, boy, girl, boy, girl.
I thought it was bareback.
No, BBG.
So can I get from the panel, if your significant other, the person who you claimed you cared about the most, in the
What is
world,
going on
in this
here?
case you're a male, and this was a female, and you allowed other men to have sex with this female who you claimed you valued more than anything else, would that man be a cuck? Can I get a raise of hands for who would consider him a cuck?
That's a pussy ass.
Basically everybody, except of course the contrarian on the panel, but essentially everybody would consider him a cuck. So I just want to get clarification on that.
Yeah. Did we go around on the Patrice? What do you do to keep your man?
I would support him in his business and what he's doing.
Support.
I'd be loving. I would cook him.
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
cook
hearing
for
this a
him,
lot of
spend time with
support word.
him, and I would still find
They
ways
wanna
to
spend
sexually
that money.
pleasure
Why are you
him.
walking around?
Oh.
What the heck? I still have legs. I just don't have a vagina.
It would heal eventually,
Feel
right?
good.
The wound would
Yeah.
heal. It's like getting a
No,
uterus taken out.
the
I feel like
pussy's
that would
lost.
really
It's a
hurt.
terrible train accident.
It's
The
just
pussy's
like
gone.
sewed together.
But I
like
still have my legs.
No. Wait, what?
I still have my legs, right? I can still walk
We
around.
didn't get
and
our
stuff.
body chopped
The,
off.
the, the pussy is
What legs got to do with your
Well,
vagina?
wait, can you just wait until we?
I was just assuming it was just that part on it.
What about you? Your answer?
So it's basically just what we can still offer. I would just say
No. The question is,
No,
what do
I
you
know,
do?
yeah, I know,
What
yeah,
do
if
you
we
do to
don't
keep your
have
man?
it.
What
No,
do you
yeah.
do to keep your man?
No, yeah, if we don't have that, what do we offer? Yeah, it's just basically, I was just gonna say that if like when he comes home from a long day of work, you can still give him a massage, make him still feel good, even though you can't make him feel good in other ways. You can still do that. You can still help him out with it, whatever his business is. You want a man that's emotionally intelligent. You have to be able to
Watch
deal
this
with a
so
man that's
far
like
popcorn.
that. So you want to be able to
You say
still be
what?
there for him in that way. You
This
still
bitch is
want to be
taking
able to
so
do
far
your motherly
popcorn.
duties, your wifely duties, of course. Yeah.
Madison.
Got dick flavor.
Yeah, no, I can't let this.
Wait,
slide.
but hold
I'm
on,
sorry,
hold on.
Kay.
Wait,
Hang on, Kay.
wait.
You were so based a second ago.
Wait.
You
But
just-
Andrew, we got to
Okay.
play the clip. We got to play the there's a follow up. Nick, play the rest of the clip.
They doing it for Chris O'Neal.
Wow.
Is that what it
Nothing.
is?
You can talk. You can talk.
I
Suck his dick. Okay, mouth. Asshole. Okay, great. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting pussy beaten the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm going to make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes. But I'm supposed to treat you special, but you're just a bunch of holes for yourself. No one said learn how to play Xbox, learn how to play pool, tell better stories, get another bitch that got a pussy to come on in.
Oh, I like that.
Well, look, whatever.
Andrew, do you have a quick thing on this, and then I need to let the TTS come through.
So Kay, I do have to pick on you and the Pentecostal for a second. I need to hear from you, Kay. You were so based 5 seconds ago as you were destroying the evil in the room. But what are you bringing to the table other than sex? What?
Oh, I said it already.
What? What is it?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, you want to give your man peace. Like when he comes home, you don't want to. He doesn't want to come home to a dragon. You want to come home to a nice woman that's gonna give you massages if you had a stressful day. You won't get on his nerves. You'll cook for him, obviously. You'll go to the gym with him. Make his protein shake. I'm just thinking like a gym
Protein shake.
like,
Why are you doing all that?
because you love him. I love him. Like,
Is it because you love him? What? How do you show respect, though?
How do you show respect?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in multitudes of ways. I mean, if he says, "Hey, I don't want you to wear that," and this is the reason why, or even if he doesn't give a reason, you just gotta
What if he
trust
says,
him.
"I don't want you to hang out with your best friend, Kay"?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
What if he says, "I don't want you to hang out with your best friend, Kay"?
He's gonna
What
love
if he
Corey.
says that, Kay? I gotta know.
He's
What
gonna
if
love Corey.
You're gonna show it in a multitude of ways. You're gonna rub his back. You're gonna suck S the D. You're gonna do all this. What if he says, "I don't want you to hang out with the best friend"? How are we gonna show the respect? How?
Well, I'm gonna be living with him anyways. I wouldn't be hanging out with Corey.
So Corey doesn't exist if your man says Corey doesn't exist, right?
When I'm living with him, yes.
All right. I feel like we're getting somewhere. All right.
Was there someone else that you had a question for?
Yeah. So for the
Alyssa,
the Pentecostal on the panel.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
What are you bringing more than speaking in tongues to him while he's asleep?
Hey, I'll
I'm
pray
joking.
over him
That's
in
a
tongues.
joke.
Yeah.
It's a
There you
joke.
go.
Don't beat me up about it. I'm kidding.
No, I
Right,
know.
we're of two different faiths, but you've been pretty based the whole panel too. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing for the man?
For sure, honor and respect, support. My boyfriend is a big business owner, so a lot of stress. So I make sure that I'm there for him, spend quality time with him, be submissive. And I still would find, as a wife, I would still find ways to please him. I think that is part of a biblical wife as well.
What does submission mean to you?
Trusting him, and just like if he tells me to go left, I go left. If he
What if you think you should go right? So here's the thing. So you and I can agree on one underlying point.
Mhm.
If your man wants you to become a Satanist, obviously you're going to say no because you're going to defer to your faith.
Yeah.
Because that is within reason.
Right.
However, you can have tons of disagreements
Yes.
within reason. And you can have a deferring opinion to his.
Mhm.
Do you defer to him?
Yeah, I think the foundation is that he has to be submitted to God. Then I could be submitted to him, and then everything else besides that, like if I don't agree with him 100%, I still have to trust him.
What if he's spending all that money the ways that you hate, and he's raising those kids all the ways that you hate? You're so angry about it. Do you submit?
Yeah, I would talk to him about it. I think that it would still.
But he dismisses it. He says no.
Then
I'm in charge of this family, and I'm correct, and that's that.
If he's
you defer.
the only way I would defer if he's abusing or cheating. like abusing my kids or abusing me or
Yeah,
cheating
he's
on
not
me,
abusing them. He just has a different worldview for where he wants
then
them
no,
to be.
I would submit.
You would submit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though my
so
flesh would
even
be like,
even in
"Oh."
cases of faith, as long as he's not leading you towards the devil,
Right.
right? It has to be within the confines of reason.
If he's
But remember
truly
that
submitted
most
to God.
arguments, hang on, most arguments happen within the confines of reason. He
Mhm.
may have reasons you don't like, but that doesn't make him unreasonable.
Right.
You still submit, right?
Yes. If
Yes.
he is submitted to God, then I will submit to him.
So-
even if I
All
don't
right.
understand why he's telling me to do something.
So how is that not fake freedom that you mentioned earlier?
Because then it's not fake freedom because I don't have to worry about a lot of things that he's carrying. That have you ever heard or you probably haven't.
That's insane. Wait. Are you saying that your future children aren't going to be free?
Wait,
my
what?
children?
Yeah, to the Russian gal.
Me? I'm not.
Your children.
I'm never
you're going to
gonna
put
have
in-
kids, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter.
if you did, we're going to assume for a second that you
Okay.
had a child.
Okay.
Are you going to protect the plugs? They don't stick their finger in it.
Probably not because
No.
not
gonna
the
kill
plugs,
them.
not the plugs because I put my fingers on the plugs when I was a kid, and I'm
What
fine.
if they sucked their finger and then
No,
they
yeah,
did it?
and they do that.
I would teach my kids better than that
My
because
son
I was
does
taught
that.
better than
You're going to
that.
teach your
My
kid
son
who
did
just
that with
started
an extension
walking
cord. It zapped him,
that,
and he never
that
did it
not
again.
to stick their finger in a light socket? Really?
Okay, all I'm saying is that I mean it's very different, but also I'm not understanding the point of your question.
Would you
So
let
can
your
I-
kid put their
considering to the
hand in a
freedoms.
fire? Would you let your 2-year-old put their hand in a fire?
Yes, I would because that would teach them a lesson because that's what was done to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer your question though. You said, "Is that fake freedom?"
No, it's because you
It
mentioned
gets
fake
burnt.
freedom
No, I know
earlier,
what-
so
Would
it's
you
like
let your
I'm just
kid hang on?
asking
Would
how
you
is
let your
that
kid take a knife? Hang on. Would you let your kid take a knife and start stabbing themselves in the chest because that would teach them a lesson?
No, I would grab the knife and then I would grab
Yes.
a pillow and then I would stab the pillow to show what happens
Right.
when you actually stab.
But that kid doesn't sound free. That doesn't
So
sound
that-
free.
yeah.
That sounds like, hang on, that sounds like you're dominating them and not letting them do what they want.
But how is okay? I'm sorry. How is that different from? Okay, I'm not understanding exactly the point between a
Well, I just
grown,
explained
a
the point.
grown
The point
woman
is
submitting
who's in
fully.
charge, you or the kid?
Okay, I'm not understanding the point and the difference between a grown woman who already has gone through life and already has been taught all these lessons, submitting fully to a man, even with against her own body. How is that not a fake freedom? Because
Well,
you yourself said
great. It's
that
a great question.
Answer?
Yeah, which
Hang
I
on,
would
I'll
like.
answer the question. Let us assume for a moment that you're 20 years old when you have your first child. You would agree that your experience is far surpassing that of the child, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so it was a duty for you to guide the child, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So let us assume for a second you're 40 and marry a 20-year-old. Does the same duty exist?
No, it does not, and it
Oh,
should
doesn't.
not.
Why not?
Because at that point, it's a grown person.
Oh,
So
I see. So the lack of experience or the lack of emotional maturity or the lack of anything that one partner may lack, you have no obligation to follow the other one for guidance.
what?
If you are correcting a child, it's because you think that the child is out of bounds, right?
No, it's because the child doesn't know any better just yet, and they're still
Yes,
learning
but adults can
about
also
the
be in the same
world.
situation where they don't know any better.
Okay,
right?
except the specific situation I'm asking about is the one that you brought up, where she is shaking with anger and doesn't necessarily want to do it, but there are only specific situations
I
that
see.
will push her over the edge. And
What are those
how is-
situations?
which were the
Abuse
cheating and
cheating.
abuse.
And those are biblical.
Yeah, so abuse or infidelity.
Yeah, so
So
but
what's wrong with it? So what's wrong with that? Let's assume for a second
I'm not
that she
saying
married
anything's
somebody
wrong with that.
she married somebody either equal in age to her or 20 years older.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
If she makes the agreement that he says, listen, I want a submissive wife, and she submits.
Yeah.
What is actually the problem with him saying, good, then we're going to do things my way?
There is no problem as long as everyone's consenting, which
Yes.
is why I asked her.
And
the
there's a second part to the equation.
You guys
Yeah.
have like 1 or 2 minutes because the TTSs that have been
There's a second
queuing
part
up,
to the
they're gonna
equation,
fall off.
which is what I was
Okay.
asking for. All I
So
wanted was
if you guys can
clarification.
each make your final arguments on this, please go ahead.
Okay, so the second part of the equation is that I'm not just submitting to him, but he's also laying his life down for me. So he's protecting me, he's loving me, he's looking out for me.
Okay.
So if I really believe that he is submissive to God and I trust him, then I can be. It is freedom, because I don't have to worry about all these things that I don't want to worry about as a woman. I don't want.
She's talking about that pesky epistemology. So from her purview, she submits to God, and so she thinks that her partner, in this case a man who submits to God, is in the image of Christ. So she's going to submit to the partner, and she's going to submit to God, but she's also going to say, look, my partner is an image bearer, direct image bearer of the relationship between the head of the church and the body of the church. And so she's going to submit.
And which
And
is
here's
perfectly
the interesting
fine.
thing.
All I wanted was
Here's the
clarification.
interesting thing about what she's saying, though. She's telling you that this is the case, right? That this is a truth claim. What's interesting about the truth claim is that the women and men who engage in this tend to have the best outcomes. How do you explain that?
Okay, well, actually, we haven't had the chance to talk about my relationship, so you don't know anything about me. And,
Don't need to.
And well, but that's the thing. It would answer a lot, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
It would answer a lot. You said that you met with a disabled man while you were disabled and got really close to him over the disability, but have open relationships. Is that correct?
We do not have open relationships. We are monogamous. However, if we meet somebody, it would be a conversation. It would not be immediately cheating.
Do you
or
think
this
that
or
inside of a Christian marriage there would be any such conversation?
Well, I'm not Christian, so which is why I'm asking for
So
her
then I don't
opinion,
actually
and
need to understand your epistemology to explain my own. So if your
And I wasn't
epistemology, your
asking for
grounding
yours, I was
foundation
asking for
of
hers.
knowledge. Hang on, your grounding foundation of knowledge is do as thou wilt, which is what it is. Then I can give you the epistemology of the Pentecostal here, who is telling you that is not my grounding knowledge. My knowledge comes from God and the submission to God, and therefore the submission of my husband. So if we're talking about these two worldview paradigms, she has the superior one, because she's saying that she will submit, understanding there's a higher authority, which is her husband, and the husband's higher authority, which is God. You're saying you will not submit.
I never said
A
that.
conversation
I never
can
said
occur.
Final.
If a conversation can even occur, how could you be submitted?
Again, you don't know my relationship, and if we had more time, I would have
Doesn't matter. I know
loved to
logic.
go into it.
How could you be submitted if you could go to your husband and say you want to fuck another dude? How could you really be submitted?
Because I don't. That's the thing. I have
but
not
you
wanted.
can.
Because we are all free
pause that,
people,
bro.
and if we see somebody that we like, it's
Yes, sir.
They I don't know what's going on with them, bro. They having this conversation is crazy.
Yeah, they're arguing back and forth with him. He's making his own sense on it.
I don't even know why he even trying to make sense of that. They can't even make sense of it, bro. They lost in the
bring him
sauce.
to the light. He tries his best to bring him to the light. They just
He ain't got his words ain't getting to him, bro, to bring him to the light. That's the problem. He's speaking over their head, bro. They not even putting two and two together. Logic is not for them.
No, they just want things the way that they want it. All right, so this other one that we got up going on here, I have no idea what the hell's going on.
No, don't play that other one now.
Oh no, sir.
Yeah.
First of all, I already know it because I know somebody who wanted to do that event, and I couldn't do it.
Okay,
there's no way in hell I could. I wanted to go. I wanted to go there in person, sir.
Oh yeah, that's fire right there.
Yo, I'm dying right now. I'm like, this is what I missed. Oh, I just want to hold the tape. Can I just hold the tape?
That's what I want. I want to be. I want to be in the front row sitting there. I want to be judged.
I want to be in the front row. I want to be the person who puts on the tape. So I don't know what this is about. People are pretty much in Las Vegas just dancing about. It's like people who are just lit in Vegas. I have no idea what they're saying though. So, let's see what they say.
Man, I don't know what's going on there either.
I ain't gonna play music while we're talking. Ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, they just recording everything.
Pretty much. It's just like they're just randomly looking at stuff. People who are lit moving through the streets of
He was
Vegas.
doing that all last night.
But people are out here all the
he'd
time.
play a song, and it would
Hey,
be
it's
mad
a good
loud,
place
and
to
then
commute
he'd play
at.
the next one, and it was like you could barely hear it.
I think if I was in Vegas, I'd be up at nighttime more than I would be in the day. Weird.
But one thing is,
It's not even that. It's the fact that how do you not notice?
that's a badass place they at. That little what one you call that shit? It got like a little top to it, keep you out the rain and all that shit. That motherfucker
No,
fly.
it's just when you hear the song,
It ain't a cabana.
it sounds louder than the one you
Yeah, I'm
played live.
dying.
Try to get it back down to the same volume.
Oh, this is
Have
really
you
what I
ever
missed.
seen Chulo without his glasses? I haven't.
Legend has it if you take
Yeah.
his sunglasses off, there's another pair underneath there.
Legend has it.
So I don't. It's like this. They have another
go
panel
ahead.
going on here. Let me just take a look at this one.
Turn your motherfucking camera on. That ain't my
Hit
fault.
the powder pack and relax. Okay.
Oh.
Damn.
This what my
Your
sister say when I
drugs
try to
is
turn
bad.
my camera on.
They going
You
crazy.
have to drop it from there, maybe.
With your booking nose ass.
Yeah, they were just on.
Get it though, nigga. What the fuck are we doing? That motherfucker had his 3 sizes too big. God damn.
I know BBD didn't say cut his camera off. We got the big draws up in here.
I'm finna drop and try to come back.
That's all you gotta do is drop it, come back.
You probably
All
gotta
you
restart
do
your
is come
phone.
back,
You
come
probably gotta
back.
restart your phone.
Man, you should see this video I just dropped on fucking
Y'all
Instagram.
done.
It's Bobby and Whitney.
Y'all done.
Jocelyn! Jocelyn!
Another type of level with y'all.
Stevie and Jocelyn.
We
Let
on
me see it,
another
baby.
type of
Did she fix it?
There's a chick
Yeah, I know
on the
she
screen
fixed it.
too.
Let me see.
Shit.
Put it behind your
You
ear
see
real quick. I just want to see.
What then they say? Don 993 and Nina Ross. Nina Rittenhouse. Oh, that's oh yeah. You know they was probably cutting up too.
Put her little hair behind her ear because she was struggling. She got that motherfucking wig. She got that wig. Listen, she got that wig taped to her motherfucking earlobe.
Hey, listen,
No.
funky
We
draws.
know what
Asia
look like.
Funky draws,
Fuck you
funky
and them
draws,
Neverlands,
funky
nigga.
draws. We on a whole nother level. You can even
I know,
imagine.
I know.
bitch.
Y'all higher than I could ever get. You right.
California,
Y'all higher
Man,
than
what
I
kind of
ever
level
get.
is you on talking about you a motherfucking Mac? Nigga, you
Don't
tried to
do
pull the woman off YouTube and got caught up. How the fuck that happened?
Motherfucking rainbow ass shirt, bitch.
You
Don't
must
nobody
forgot
wear that
about
no
that.
more.
Nigga, I ain't seen you since that little situation happened with Toya. What are you talking about, Megatron Mac?
Come on, shit, let's go, Duck. I forgot
What are
about
you
that. Let's
talking
go.
about,
Let's go.
Megatron Mac?
Oh, so,
Nothing.
hey,
Shut
so
your
Glenn,
ass up.
hold on.
You a fake goddamn player like all the other fake ass wannabe players on this bitch. Shut your old ass up.
My shit
You
ain't
ain't be wanting to hear
working,
that motherfucking Mac shit. Shut your ass up, nigga.
I ain't never got caught
You got a
up.
motherfucking Cleveland. Yes, the fuck you did, bitch ass nigga. You thought you finna have that YouTube woman come out there. She put your ass out there, nigga. She put your ass out there because you didn't tell her about me. That's why. Because you didn't tell her about the woman beside you. All you had to do was keep it real, and you lost out on some pussy. Your
I
bitch
ain't
ass
never
up.
lost no pussy, man.
All right.
Never
I'm
lost
lying.
out no
Had a
pussy.
lie.
I ain't never lost out no pussy. The pussy that.
Ridley, and I see a liar, and he got the hat of a duck bill. Look at her drunk ass.
Oh, listen.
Hey,
I like your rainbow shirt. They got them
I
super
know I
fast.
ain't got the freshest car in the world, but I take that little challenge or whatever. Know what I'm talking about?
No, just the hell no. That whole ass nigga ain't gonna send you no money. Don't show that nigga your car.
Justin, don't throw that damn Fred Flintstone
There
ass car you got out there, little bitty ass car.
Hold up, that old ass car. Turn it on.
I wouldn't show him shit, but I wouldn't show him shit, but a powder
That
pack.
old ass car. Turn it on. Oh shit!
I told some goddamn it.
Anella, she definitely heard that. She damn near
I
hit
feel
that nigga.
good about it too, goddamn it. All right, show your shit now, nigga. Somebody.
So what? You want me to go outside?
It's Mr. Eddie Bauer that needs
No,
to
I'm
be
talking about
doing
dude
this
said show a car, I just sold my
That's
shit.
his long head ass over there talking about show something. He ain't show shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that middle of the mall jewelry.
Let's go outside. Hold up. Hey, it's your
Now you finna show this long ass excursion, bro. Don't nobody want to see that shit, bro.
Hold up.
Long ass dingaling ass car. Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Hold up. Trust me.
Man, I'm finna snatch that wig off this whole head, bro. This shit pissed me
Let
off.
me in. Hold up.
Shit look like some shit old girl did.
Hold on.
How's she gonna do all that through the screen?
Hey y'all, oh girl over there, Nina Ross, you higher than a cootie bird. You can't even.
Yeah,
say
you need
shit,
some
bitch.
water. Y'all need to
Your
drink some goddamn
jaws
water.
Some milk. Fuck some water. That bitch
Her
need milk.
motherfucking jaws locked, mouth
Calm
stuck,
down, damn.
eyes locked.
Hold up.
Bitch, you higher than a motherfucker.
She hiding Whitney at the BET Awards, ready.
Hold up. Hey, add me on. Let me go to the other side. Let's go.
Now, y'all need to drop down off that goddamn laptop.
Nah. My wife's still gonna be up in this motherfucker.
Well, hurry up and get away, goddamn it. You echo.
He said, hurry up and get away.
Your ass echo, yeah. Keep Nina up there, shit, while he away.
Yeah, I
We
know.
don't
That
Nina make
nigga
eight
still got
different.
Christmas lights up. This nigga still got Christmas lights up in July.
Am I good? Am I in?
Nah, you need to get away from that laptop.
Boy, this is debauchery city.
Am I good?
I can't see nothing. See.
You can't see nothing. Nah, he walking around the house. If that's what you talking about seeing.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, old man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Damn,
don't
Here we
stun
go.
on me. Yeah,
What?
yeah. Hey, make sure you show the address, motherfucker. Show the address too, nigga.
What's that? Some pizza in that motherfucker?
Double of them. So
All right, why the pizza still in the oven?
Why y'all got a pizza box in
That
the oven?
man got fast shit.
hold
I ain't gonna hate on
on.
them.
Hold on. Hold on.
I
Let me
ain't
get
gonna
some
hate on
keys
them,
right
man.
there. Let me get some keys before I
What
Yeah,
kind of
he was,
goddamn
yeah.
face hurt this nigga got?
Yeah, he
Oh,
don't pay.
that's
I knew he
acting
wasn't
right
gonna play
there.
though.
That ain't no goddamn
It's
hurt.
crazy because it's crazy because he look old and young at the same time. This is like,
Hey, but I bet
That's
A
how
young
I'm gonna be when I
old
get
Stephen
old,
Hall.
goddamn.
like what the fuck going on? Like this nigga
That's
look
how I'm gonna
young,
be
he
when
look
I
old
get
in the
old.
beast.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's like in certain lighting he look old in the beast, but when he goes
Well, I
to
got to be 40 and y'all stand in that goddamn house.
That
'Cause
boy
I know you don't have no little ones that
fuck us
young.
up. He finna
Well, I
turn
would
up.
never suck. Listen, I would never suck a nigga dick that wear fitted caps. I promise you. Fuck.
Shit, you don't know what that money
fit it
do.
with that
That
hard
money,
ass
what that
bill.
money do?
That bill
Hold
Money
on.
do.
open as a fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
That man going far for the car.
Yeah.
Let me
because
make
my
sure I
house
keep a
is big.
snapback.
My house
Goddamn.
is
Let me make
big.
sure I keep a
My house is big.
snapback.
So you went all the way outside for this old ass car, bro?
What that is? A
We got
Benz?
big
What is
That's a
it?
Benz.
Big
Your tags
Lexus.
on this motherfucker, nigga. You
Big
dumb
That
ass.
Lexus old than the bitch, bro. What
You
year
just
is
gotta
it?
stop
This
flipping,
boy cut
cuz.
a old ass. Hey,
What
You
year is
just flip,
it? What
cuz.
year is that Lexus? That hoe big and
Stupid
old.
ass
that
nigga.
motherfucker fat as a motherfucker. Fat as
That
shit.
hoe big and the
You
bitch.
just
That
flip.
hoe old.
Hold
Somebody throw his
on.
tags on
Ain't
that
too
bitch.
many
You know
y'all
them
talking.
them
You
newer
finna get
Lexus
docked.
is fine,
Show
but
us
Hold
that
bitch.
up.
truck
Doesn't
too.
matter. It's a Lexus, bitch.
You
Man,
just
they got
fucked up,
lower
homie.
miles than what the fuck you
Hey,
got.
homie, you
Man,
went
shut
too
the fuck
far,
up with these
fool. You
long
ain't
ass
gonna do
cars you
it.
got.
What?
Look at
Oh,
that hair.
shit.
How the
Oh,
fuck
Oh,
you just
shit.
you
in,
was just
man?
hating
This
on
nigga
me. You
Oh,
was
was
like
shit.
me.
Look
Hey,
at
you
that
wild
hair.
like me. He wild like me too.
Hold on. Hey, man, I'm
Now
They
he
don't give
walking
a
to the
fuck.
neighbor's car, y'all. Now
He
he
told
walking
the
up to the
neighbor
neighbor's
car
car. Let's
jacket.
see.
Damn.
Hold up.
Oh, shit.
He talking about your car, old Justin. His shit just as old as your shit.
God damn.
Let me shut this
Big
shit
body
off.
Lexus.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, old
Ain't that
school
a
shit.
summer bitch?
This nigga walking up the
That nigga
goddamn
walking
road
across the
though.
damn
Hold
street to
up.
go see a
Hey, look.
car.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That nigga wanna take a
I
walk
can
on the
walk way around
neighborhood
the
and shit.
goddamn
Yeah,
corner.
yeah,
You
he's
going,
back.
nigga? Show
Jay,
all
get
them
up,
tags.
April.
Man,
What's
he
up,
came
April?
up in a
Tell them
big ass
motherfuckers
old ass
pause and
truck,
shit.
bro.
You
Gone in the
stunned.
house,
I
bro.
got
Listen,
some
y'all talking all
Gone in the house, bro. You
Hold
tripping?
up.
20 old ass mobile,
What
It
the
old
hell?
don't matter.
mobiles and
Hey,
Show
shit.
other
hey,
people's
man,
cars.
You
it's
doing
like
too
3
much. I
cars,
know I be
bitch.
doing too much. You doing
Okay,
way
you got
too
3
much.
old ass cars.
Whoop de doo, bro.
You got 3 old ass cars, bro. Okay.
Yo, what's up, man? I can't
He
be no
believe
hater
in
though.
quality, he believe in quantity, not quality. That's why he got all
That
them
nigga
chains
believe
on.
in going to the goddamn post note ass place.
What?
These
He
niggas is
want a
tripping
lot
on
of
a
shit,
nigga
but not the
car.
quality of it. I
Them
heard
some
you.
toast note.
He believe in the quantity. He don't give a fuck how.
What happened?
Bro, these niggas is tripping on the nigga car, bro. These niggas is crazy.
They went through his house. They talked about this nigga's woman already. They going through his cars. Like they leaving no stone unturned. This
They
is
is
ridiculous.
not lying, boy. This is Tuesday night in the trenches, boy. We is
This
in the
is
trenches.
crazy. She said, "I'll never suck a nigga got fucking fitted on." What? Listen, it is
Wait.
late at night, bro. Why do you gotta fit it on? Jesus.
I have no idea. My
You
fault.
was at home with your woman. What is happening here, guys? Jesus.
The quality is it could be
Them
fake.
was some real cash cars. He probably paid like $3,000 for them
Hey,
cars.
look, all this stuff, man.
I
Get
ain't
your
never
ride,
seen a
fool.
motherfucker in California with a truck
$3,000
like
for
this.
them old ass. $1,500 for them old ass cars, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, all that money you
I
spend,
bet my
you should
kids
buy a
2023.
motherfucking
I don't
land
give a
or
fuck.
something, nigga.
Listen,
You should buy a
I don't
business
give a
or
damn if
something,
I'm
nigga.
driving a motherfucking a
Oh, yeah,
motherfucking smart car. That
super.
bitch gonna be 2023, bitch.
Hey,
2020
listen,
and up.
hey,
Fuck is you
listen. I
talking about?
bet you can't show me.
I bet I ain't driving no
Man,
old
one
ass
car.
car,
You
nigga. I bet
show
my
me a
shit
still
push to
truck.
start and lock when you start driving out, bitch.
I got push to
Yeah, I
start
bet
too.
my
got
shit
push to
automatically lock when you press on.
Oh my God, black man, stop with the fucking wearing caps in your house. It is too late at night. What are we doing here? If you just walked in, cool, fine, whatever. I just don't understand why you in your house all day with a damn cap on. Like, I'm sorry, you can't be going to the bathroom taking a shit with a cap on and you home and shit. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, sometimes you got to show that bald head.
Like, but my thing is like, oh, okay, is that what it is? They just all bald? This is the insecurity?
Some of them niggas don't want to let people know they ain't got no hair. That's why they wear the hat. See, me personally, bro, I found that because I had long hair. You know what I'm talking about? That long, silky shit. So when I cut my shit off and I went low to a little fade, I wore that for a little bit. It was all cool. Then I grew it out to a little small fro again. It was all cool, but I just got tired of the maintenance. So you know what? I went bald. I went Zerky. I went Xerxes. I cut off all my facial hair. I went baby face. Nigga shaved the head off. Nigga started all the way over. But I had to realize like that it makes you into a different person. When you able to see yourself and people reaction to you, then you get to know more about you. You know what I'm saying? These dudes here are still insecure about what they look like in the, could say hairline receding way back here. They want to keep their cap on. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to cut it off because they still want to show the illusion that they still got hair.
That's what's crazy though. Like, you got your hat on. First of all, let's be honest. Probably kept your hat on too much.
So because of Lawrence.
Probably had your hat on all the time, and that's probably why you didn't put yourself in that condition in the same place. But at the same time, you lost it already. It's gone. You're not at this day and age. You're not convincing anyone that you got hair on your head because you got a cap on all day. Embrace it.
I can give you a good example of that. You ever seen Chico Bean?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll put something in the back for you. That you can see it explain it all. You know what I'm saying? It had you laughing too at the same time once you see it. But yeah, we basically saying the same thing. But see, I figured you and me, bro. I mean, your shit probably just like mine, bro. You can grow your hair back out. You just probably choose to keep it maintained low like that, right?
Easier, man.
Bro, that's the same way I feel, bro. I'm talking. I used to get my hair done all the time, but it's better, bro. That I can just shave it off. I can hit the clippers, go down. Now I got the little device where only thing you gotta do is charge it up. It got like the little 3 on there, bro. And you just rub it across your head and it just take everything off. That's the easiest thing in the world to do, bro. And you always look nice. You know what I'm saying? You have to. I don't know why people don't do it. You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
when you talk about how much a barber costs these days. Shit.
That's a fact. But yeah, you can continue.
But OG, I like a man with locks.
Yeah, mama. But that's what you call maintaining. Then you got to worry about, like, most people ain't out here working in fields, stuff like that, doing the things I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the way around trees and shit. You talking about long hair like that? You gonna have to deal with stuff getting in your hair,
bugs in your shit,
maintaining all that. Like
crazy.
that's, and then like this. I mean, with locks, you got to worry about the smell. If you ain't got nobody to keep your hair, yeah. I mean, I didn't see men do it, but even then, they don't.
It's work.
I mean, unless you a beautician, I don't think you want to go for that and try to do that yourself. I mean, but I seen it done. I just couldn't do it. I was the dude that the most thing I did in my whole life when I had all my hair. If I had it braided or anything like that, I woke up in the morning and I got the flat irons and I did my beard because I had a long chin beard. I used to cut all my sides off, so I never had what I had now, like the bushiness. But I always kept a little right up under my chin. I kept the longness, the length, so I used to make sure it was straight like my hair because I used to have my hair wrapped up. It was just a process every day, and I was like, man, this is then getting braids and all that. Oh yeah, man, you know what? How about I just cut this off and go low for a minute, and then trying to keep my hair brushed and making sure I always had an edge up every other week or every week. Yeah, I just said, you know what? I'm about to shave this shit off, and I like the way I look when it was cut off, so I left it.
That's all right.
A lot of guys can't hold on to locks. Locks is a lot of work.
Yeah, locks is too much. It's too much work. Man, my mama, you talking about them good locks like Tom. You ain't talking about that shit that's all stuck to your head, look like it has been matted up there for 6 months.
Oh, no. Nah.
Doodoo locks. Never took care of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Never got up out the bed. Coma locks.
He said coma locks.
That motherfucking gas, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, you bitches ain't got no automatic locks. The fuck?
I don't.
You said
What? Yeah, them bitches ain't automatic, bitch. You gotta hit the lock button, ho.
Hey, yo, bitch, looking at me while you outside, nigga.
Now what? Now you sound stupid with your key carrying ass, bitch.
Showing off your shit, yo, bitch.
Bitch, we
looking at
pushed
me,
the
nigga.
store, ho. We pushed the store, bitch. We ain't carrying no motherfucking keys, bitch. It's a 2023, bitch. It's close enough to 2024, ho. Fuck is you talking about? It's 2023. I bought that bitch in 2023, ho. Fuck you saying? Yeah, we brag different, ho. What you talking about?
Oh, in my face. How about that?
Nobody show me
It's too late to go 2024. I might go 2025. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Turn
Shut
your
the fuck
camera
up.
on.
I can't. I want to, fat asshole. I do want to, Camera Man looking at bitch. I really want to, Gina on powder looking asshole, but I can't. I can't, bitch. You banana looking at bitch. I can't. If I could, I would, bitch. You mad because I got them old ass cars, though? You mad because y'all got them old ass cars? Your niggas trying to steal them old ass shit, bitch. Derrick Curl wig wearing asshole. Wedding go, they can go wig wearing ass bitch. Ugly baby hair having asshole. Like what's up?
Ugly baby having.
Hair driving ass bitch. What's up? Magic school bus driving ass bitch. Like what's up?
You get these niggas off. Hey, you get these niggas off.
That is crazy.
You ain't turn no camera on. You a man.
Shut your camera on.
Shut your powder head ass up.
Shut your camera on.
Turn your camera on.
Listen, I'm not finna argue with Bobby and Whitney all night. I refuse to argue with y'all, bro.
And I'm not either.
I refuse to argue with Jocelyn Hernandez and Stevie J. The fuck? Y'all too high for me, bro. I'm not on y'all level, bro.
Hey, she's on y'all too high for me. I'm
y'all
crazy.
They too high, baby. I'm not on y'all level, baby. I'm just drunk.
Around with something. Another
camera on, broke ass.
Girl, get some Mexican ass nuggets at the motherfucking camera. We rock diamonds, ho.
You can't show nothing.
You never gonna come.
We rock diamonds, bitch.
Yeah,
We rock diamonds, ho. We don't rock no nuggets, bitch. That's for Mexicans, bitch. What you talking about? Nugget rings? Them rings ain't worth the shit, bitch. You take them out to a pawn stop, you gonna get $6, bitch. If that, bitch. Fuck you talking
All right,
about?
pause that, Resla.
You gonna get $10 million for that.
All right, we'll come back to this stupid debauchery shit. Go back there and click on that back link. That's Chico Bing. It's the short. It's the whole video, but I didn't want to go through the video and find it. So you'll see what I'm talking about when you play it.
Homegirl got some titties on it.
We talking at the top?
Yeah, the one they fucking with.
Oh, yeah. She crazy as hell. That's when you need that drop. Do I smell a whore? Exactly which is going on right there. So that's Chico Bean. And this is what I'm talking about now. Before we play this this is what me and Resla got through talking about people, which we'll probably end up coming back to this because this will be a part of manhood and self-reflection on why people don't want to embrace and go through what men go through. Now, this is one thing that's different. This is a rarity. I'm gonna tell y'all this, a rarity that you see most a man do this, what he's about to do and how he explained it. If you don't know nothing about it, go look at how Chico Bean explained it. But for me and Resla's side of the game, we like, hey, just gonna cut that shit on off. Go ahead, brother.
All right, here we go.
Get to me. They'll kill you. They'll hang you. They'll hang you. They'll sure enough hang you. Shit, nigga, you see this? You think Master would have let me do this? I did this on my own. You is free. You see it? You is free. Where you from? Is free. Where you from, brother? America. America. What is it like to be a free man and let your hair do it like that? You want to touch it? No. Yeah, don't. Look like a gingerbread.
So the moral of the story is Chico Bean. It's a different video that I have to pull up for y'all where he explained, but they were just a jokey joke. But he was telling people, like, you know what I'm saying, he get his hair braided and everything. He know his stuff is toe up, but he wear hats. With the hat on his head, looked like he had a full head of hair, didn't he?
Yo, it sure did.
And that's what that's what me and Resla just got through talking about. It's the insecurity of why them dudes still wear them hats, because they could still show off like they still got hair. But and you wonder why they don't take the hat off while they inside the house, Resla, because they got that on top of their head. See, now he's a secure man. He will get his hair braided, take his hat off, do his comedy show, and still show his hair and make jokes about his hair. It's a part of his routine. So he used that as ammunition instead of using it as something that brings him down. He used it as something that brings him up. So that's what I like about it. But yeah, I wouldn't do it. If mine look like that, I'm telling you right now, I'm keeping it bald.
I hear you. It's just so my thing has always been the same. I say this all the time. I don't have a problem with getting older. I have a problem with being old. So as the years tick by, I don't care. How I feel during those years is what's most important to me. The look is what's gonna come. Like there's nobody out here who's gonna be able to shake the fact that you're gonna get gray one day. There's nobody gonna be out there that's gonna shake the fact that you're gonna develop some wrinkles or whatever. But the type of lifestyle you live, how youthful you are because you decide you want to work out, or what kind of strength that you have, or that's stuff that you can control. Time is something you can't control. And these guys, especially the guys who I see, they live in fitteds. Like they've been living it. Here's the sad part about it. It's not like they got older. They started seeing their hair grow away and then they got into fitteds. I'm talking about these are guys who've been in fitteds since they were in their teens.
Yep.
All the way to they in their 40s and even 50s, still rocking fitteds. Now they do streams, or they get on streams, or they still moving on these streets. And it's the obsession of still appearing to look young. You got gray hair. You probably got like 6 kids. Who knows? But dude, you're older. And then my thing is just like, you gotta work for somebody, right? Because most of these people, we're not gonna pretend that all these people are out there all these other people out there is all entrepreneurs. That means you're working for somebody. And let's be honest, you working in somebody's business, the chances of you wearing a fitted is slim to none.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So people are seeing it. So if people gotta see it and that's your biggest insecurity, why not eliminate that? Get rid of it. And the funny part about it is that once you eliminate it, once you just cut your hair, because I get it, not everybody look good with a bald head. I mean, that's just the way it works for some people. But once you get rid of it, when people ask you and you just say, listen, my hair's going away, I don't think anyone ever turned around to say anything bad about that. It's the dudes that are hiding it, the ones that get trashed.
Yep.
Once you accept it and you get rid of it, or you lower it, or you have enough security, you have enough security that you're able to rock it. That's really your options. Rock it or get rid of it.
Yep.
Thinking and holding on to it just gives you more scrutiny. Just saying. But the idea, I just want to pretend to be young, shit, forever young. No, sorry, that doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You're living in double face. You show everybody the good side with that fitted on. Come home and take that fitted off and look and disgust at yourself in the mirror.
Yep. But then we'll preach about authenticity.
Don't that make sense?
I just like, well, what is happening out here in this world? It's just the double speech all the time. Basically do as I say, not as I do. I need you to look over there while I'm talking to you over here. Shit.
That's a fact.
Put that shit on the scale, bitch. They might give you $3.50 motherfucking cents, bitch. I don't know, bitch. What you talking about? That shit ain't worth a bitch ass time, bitch.
Blow me up. Hey, Black, blow me up.
Weak ass shit. That shit ain't hitting no shit,
Blow
bitch.
me up, man. Blow me up, man.
Doggy booty ass, bitch.
Where your booty at? Blow me up.
On me, bitch. Look, man, this nasty bitch. I didn't have to pay for shit. That ass came with my body, bitch. What you talking about?
Yeah.
This nigga still showing off his house.
Come on, show me something. Show me up. But boy, big ass shit.
Yeah, you talk. Yeah,
Come on.
Y'all got some grown ass kids over there. I ain't gonna lie.
Show me what you working with.
Y'all got old in the beat. Y'all think it's tired. Y'all got 18-year-olds over there.
Oh Lord, this shit is crazy.
The fuck? Y'all got old and old. Y'all raising grown ass kids. Y'all ain't fussing and shit. What's wrong with y'all old ass? What's wrong with y'all old ass, man? Y'all on this
Yeah, what's
bitch.
wrong with y'all old
You got
ass?
the bitch up here with the 90s ass hairdo and shit. You got the nigga up here thinking he Cassidy and shit. Like, what the fuck going on, man?
Call out my daughter. I'm just gonna call my daughter out. Hold on. Come here. Come out here. Daughter, come out. I'm about to call my daughter out here. Hey, you gonna be like, ooh, who is the mama? Who is the
I can't be no hater.
Oh,
though.
so
no.
that nigga that was just on there showing the house.
Ugly your baby hair is.
They two together, I guess.
And if I take my thumb and lick it and rub it across her forehead, some
She
eyebrows.
outside, he went inside the house.
Whoa, wait, what? Whoa, what the fuck did she just say? Wait, hold on. I gotta go. What the fuck did she just say? What up got forehead?
Though them folk got this shit though. They got this shit. I can't
I'm
be no
just mad
hater.
at that fucking baby hair. Man. You ain't ugly. Your baby hair is. That's Irish told you.
Definitely not. She definitely not.
And if I take my thumb and lick it and rub it across her forehead, some eyebrows come straight the fuck out.
Come on,
Like,
I'm not the
your eyebrows look like the Hollister. Your eyebrows look like the Hollister eagle, bitch.
I'm gonna lick your thumb. What the fuck?
Lick my thumb and wipe them out. The eyebrows
come
the fuck out. I ain't lying. That's I'm talking about black skin marks all over her motherfucking forehead, wiping this shit out with shit. Her eyebrows so motherfucking long, them motherfucking going for her motherfucking ears. Bitch, go on, ho. Them bitch looking like glasses on your sheet. Bitch, you stupid as fuck for sitting in the mirror drawing them hoes on your face.
She got on
I don't know what
glasses
the
and
fuck
a
you was
helmet.
thinking.
Yeah, she's special.
You fucked up when you
Helmet
did the
out.
baby hair and the eyebrows, bitch. You just woke up
She
and
got
said, I
on
don't
glasses.
fuck.
She got on lashes and a helmet.
I don't give a fuck it.
Da, da, yang.
Do you hang that wig up by the baby hair that's on your forehead? Do you hang it up by that little baby hair that's on your forehead?
Michael Jackson.
Why you only have one baby hair, bitch? Like, what the fuck is going on?
And it's only a 12, so you can
Where the
make
rest
it
of your
wrong.
baby hair is at? Let me see the side of the wig.
No.
Let me see the side of the wig. Let me see. Let me see the baby hairs on the side. Let me see that. Fuck it, I'm just
I don't
gonna
want to
baby hair
see
on
that
the
drop in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hold on.
Who said she was ugly? Y'all tripping. I never said she was ugly. I said her baby hair is
We
ugly.
just on a wig. Ain't no
The lady's definitely not ugly. Like, what the fuck?
We just joshing.
I'm high side, like it ain't no, like I'm just high side. I never said she was ugly.
Where your friend?
Like y'all gotta know the difference between high side and hating at the end of the day. Like y'all be taking this too serious. Like,
I know black people, and I know
the bitch is pretty. I just hate her fucking baby hair. That's it.
She pretty. I hate to help.
Justin,
like nobody else said she was ugly. She's not ugly.
Justin, where your money at, Justin?
You're pretty,
but
but I
enough
hate
money.
to help.
Where they at?
The helmet ain't working.
Y'all need to know the difference, baby.
Nina, Jocelyn,
Like I'm up here, like I'm showing myself.
Baby, I give
Shake that ass for me right quick. Shake that ass again. Shake that ass one more time.
Get that big ass booty over here. And I'm sure
this nigga stay hating on me, baby.
This nigga said he thought he shake her ass one time in front of her man.
Stay on my pussy, her.
Hey, where your friends at, Justin? Where they
Which one? Which one? Which one?
Hey, tell these bitches to turn their camera on. Justin,
I can't. If I could, I would. I promise to God. I just I'm always on my camera, Shawty.
Whoa.
I always got my camera on, Shawty. That ain't shit new.
I would. Wait, what? Cause
I can't. Don't you see my avatar? Blow me up, Bill. That's the era I get, bitch. I can't come on my camera. They keep on giving me an era.
Y'all looking crazy up in here.
She look good or what?
These niggas.
Man,
What niggas?
sit down, Melissa McCarthy. Sit there down.
She called her Melissa McCarthy.
I had to do that so I can show them. My shit tripping. I done exited every damn app that I'm on. All this shit. My shit tripping, bro. I don't know what's going on. Earlier, it wouldn't even let me go to StreamYard. Like it was giving me an error.
Hey,
so I don't know.
It was giving me an error.
Come on now.
What she mean? Did she say that like it's what the time like?
Bitch, I know nobody got like.
Did she say that? I thought she did. Okay, wait a minute. Did she just say error or error?
I think she said error.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was talking about, like the 2000s and the
Right.
21st century. Okay, yeah, she okay.
She ugly as shit.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Sound like it. That's why she ain't camming up.
She's in her ratchet era.
Yeah, man, she going
Pretty
crazy.
much.
Well, all right, bro. So it should be one right after in the back on the Nightish page, bro. If you see his in the back, it's should be, I think, some white debauchery going on over there. Let me make sure it's still over there. We got to make sure we get everybody now. We can't leave nobody out.
I think Andrew, I think Len.
Hold on, I want you to listen to this part what he says here.
Yeah, they going crazy over there.
Around that self because there's so much infighting within the country right now of Democrats versus Republicans, white people versus.
Say again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Versus black people, women versus men, gays versus straights. I mean, you just fucking name it, bro. It's insane.
Heroin versus Rob Lowe.
People that can articulate themselves a lot better to kind of unite in order to have this conversation figured out. This is why I can sit here and support Andrew Wilson fully, is because I think he's fighting the correct battle, and this is why I will support the guy. And my end goal is to support the main message to go against what I believe is Satan's work. And I think Satan is the ruler of Earth right now, and it speaks about that in the Bible as well. So in my particular view, my goal is that.
So you think that? Yeti Life says, read "Living in a Base Reality. Are we in a simulation?" by whoever the fuck that is. This will tell you the foundation for his responses. For base, really?
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that shit on my phone.
Yeah, no shit.
If I can cut it off.
Then Bob, spoiler alert, heart failure gets us all.
Chuck, my heart just sank until I remember how insensitive all of you are.
Don't pay attention to them. They don't care, Crispy.
We care about Rob Lowe and his disastrous drug addiction that put him into.
Y'all don't care about Jason Momoa. No, y'all don't.
What about Jason?
I don't like mint drinks.
He's my hottie.
Oh wait, that's a mojito.
Oh. No, we don't care. Easier, honey.
Evil is winning thus far.
Yeah, 100%.
And I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Glenn, perhaps you want to take a stab in that type of realm?
I think according to the Bible, we are playing a game that we already won. That we already know what the end is.
Yep.
Right? So, yeah, sure, things are going to get worse. It says it does. It states that in the Bible. It says that it's going to get worse before, it gets better.
Yeah.
So, but we already know the end.
Oh, look.
We know the end of the story.
Anarchy television.
Glenn, is there... What do we got after this? Is there more stuff, or do people
Not
just start
really.
changing?
People just start jumping up, and then
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
It's pretty much over.
Okay. We're
Oh,
gonna call it on that. It
is
looks
that
like
right?
we did not.
Wait. Is that right? So do we believe that it's pretty much over? For those who are listening to the Bible thumpers of time, do we really want to believe that this is the worst that it's getting? It's pretty much over.
No. No.
Really?
Is a
It get
reckoning
worse?
coming? Is the reckoning coming?
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah, because we
yeah, but
already.
it ain't here. No, it ain't here. I mean, it's coming, but it ain't here.
No, it's definitely not
Well,
here.
You got too quiet. Resla.
Wrestle like me, he looking at that half naked picture.
Oh, jeez.
This dude crazy.
Well, you'll excuse me if I can't get into looking at her naked picture with you.
I'm not naked.
Don't
funny.
ruin it, girl. Don't ruin it. Come on now.
I was holding my tits in that picture. That's all that was covering me up. Oh, God. Whatever.
Why's it gotta be a picture? Why can't it be loud?
Here's a towel of it.
We don't need a towel.
Quick, grab it.
Thank you, Mama. We don't need. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
We appreciate it. We don't need that.
Yep,
Trying to
Jeremy
fuck it
needs a
up.
towel. Yep, out of
Mama
everybody.
trying to fuck up the show now, Mama. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm your favorite nightmare because you was living the dream and I just blew it.
That's what it was, Mama.
He's trying to blow something else, Mama. He's trying to blow something else.
Nah, I ain't
Oh, I
blowing
know.
shit, girl. What are you talking about? I'm straight.
Tried to blow smoke
He
up your
crazy.
ass.
He is crazy, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
He's gonna fight me, so
That's
I
interesting.
only learned his strategy. So
You already got him fighting. That's interesting.
yeah, because it's his thing. Everybody gets it. It makes me wonder. Is he gonna come for float off of that grifter thing?
Jeez, you think he's like? Oh, that's the way Tarek is. Is Tarek that guy?
Yeah, what?
Tarek's a simp.
Eric's the guy that accuses them and then still pays them. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, Tarek's strange. It's like I don't even know what to do with Tarek. But I just think that Tarek's not smart. I think that Base is twice as smart as Tarek, and they may be playing the same game.
I don't know if they talking about somebody, about something. I don't know what's going on.
They are.
But Tarek, I mean, Tarek can't figure out how to make a lie that is internally consistent. How dumb do you have to be to make a lie that contradicts itself in the same sentence?
This is where I think like he's not necessarily prepared, especially like dealing with someone or like me. I will pull out the receipts. I will show everything. I will if I disagree. I will if something's wrong, and you're saying something incorrect. I will dispute it. Pull out the and provide correction with supporting facts and evidence, and let everybody else make a decision based off of what's provided, right? I don't think he's used to dealing with somebody that's gonna do that.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on right there on Flow State, but they had, I guess, their conversation is about somebody. I don't know who they talking about. I don't want to sit there forever and go through it, but we got more. Pretty sure it's more people on there. We have another one that I was gonna run through and we was gonna play.
His thing was free and
yeah, he gonna reboot up and come back.
Oh, okay. And Jeremy?
Jeremy had to go rub one out. He'll be right back too.
Yeah, he got to get his together.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, that's what I'm saying though, because like I'm just going off what you saying, like you feel me, because you like a nigga can't do it, but I'm like, but it's casualties in war, like shit happens. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
y'all
get
want to hear
shit.
about this nigga named Rabbit?
it gotta
Tell
be,
me
bro.
about Rabbit.
I'm more like, it gotta be for show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be that nigga who killed my nigga, or you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Like, I know just you put that nigga
During that time period,
rap the little Mexican boy.
ordered spin-off wiretap on 2 of the phones used by Montreal Delaney supplier.
We also gonna go
Is that the
check out.
T-Tory?
We're gonna go check out Nightish and see what Nightish over there doing too, and see what they. I think they talking about what happened earlier, but we're gonna go over there and check them out.
Tortilla Flats, Rabbit.
On the wiretaps, surveillance conducted by FBI agents, witness interviews, and statements from confidential sources assisted agents in identifying Stewart and his drug trafficking organization. Stewart was identified as Delaney's supplier. He was also the leader of several drug associates, all of whom distributed or assisted in the distribution of heroin in the New Orleans area. They will show up in the story.
Fuck this part. Hold on.
But you know, some of that should be over exaggerated. Some of those cities don't get a lot of crime.
This right here is an actual court case, bro. We ain't over exaggerating. These niggas said like when the little bitch from the little Magnolia Shorty, when she got shot, this nigga had part of that shit. He said, nigga, them niggas, they do army style type shit, nigga. He said they knew this coming out the gate, and he knew it was only one way to get out the gate, basically one way in. So nigga, what they did was since they got to the gate, nigga, boom, they hopped the gate, nigga, military style type shit, nigga. Hopped on top of the car, nigga.
Boom,
One
they
nigga
hopped on
shooting
top of the
basically
car,
on top of the
nigga.
hood, wetting the bitch up. The other niggas shooting from each different side of angles, not even hitting each other type shit, my nigga. These niggas are, man. These niggas in New Orleans are some other shit.
My cousin got killed in New Orleans like that, man.
Gregory Stewart.
This is little shit right here.
Who they talking about?
We could just cut it all off, but I'm just saying, like,
you say what, mama?
I asked Lawrence who they were talking about. He says he knows who they're talking about.
Oh,
because I'm lost.
Well, cousin Lawrence, what you know about that? What you know about this debauchery we looking at on the screen, bro? You gotta let us know.
Bring your fine-looking self up here and tell us what's going on.
he said I was watching that stream. Oh, bro, you over here watching the debauchery. I can't believe you, cousin Lawrence. I heard. Oh, you was talking about Flow State. Oh, okay. We thought you was talking about this hemp. I thought to say, okay, cousin Lawrence. I don't even know these people in these YouTube streets. No nut, no cut, whatever it is. Okay,
but this nigga right here. This is court case.
In the 9th Ward. And where in the 9th Ward? On G Strip. And where is the G Strip? Gallier and Urquhart between Marais. And why are you in jail? For murder. You're also on drug charges too, correct? Yes.
So basically,
and
this is like
a wiretap on you as well?
One of the most dangerous niggas, you know what
I'm going
saying?
to come back to that in a little
I'm trying
bit.
to read the part where
Did you grow up on it?
we pass some shit up.
I went for schools.
What year was that?
I went before the storm, I went to St. James High. I went to Duck Neck Ward.
After Katrina.
2010. Furious, and my partner got shot around there. Do you have a nickname? Yeah, Rabbit. And why? How did you get?
Yeah, they reading off the story. Don't know nothing about this. Go over here and see what. I'm about to go ahead and go over here and see what that boy Nightish was up to today. See what he had popping. Over here. See what they have.
Have the information. Here's somewhere you can go to get this for your mental. Here's somewhere you can go.
Fair use. You know, we rock with Nightish, right? And Nightish rock with us, so we're gonna show him some love.
To secure your financials. Here's somewhere you can go to get your physical together. That kind of stuff. You ain't say go talk to Mandrill, OGJ Speed, and Scam Likely. Okay, Scam Likely gonna say you're fat. You don't have a heart attack. It's gonna be trolling before we get around to whatever it is. So I mean, everybody's doing their own little separate thing.
And I don't understand when people talk about any positivity, why aren't you the thing that you're talking about?
It's kind of hard to do.
It's easy to do.
I mean, it's easy for the individual, but it's kind of hard per se when you have 9 other Negroes in the room preaching the same negativity. Possibly, maybe you might get that one might sway over to your side, but then you're gonna have to convince 8 other Negroes that
No, you don't lead them 8.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna let
other Negroes that don't want to go there. Respectfully, okay, y'all don't want to go. Cool. We'll take this one. Each one, reach one.
Nice. Reach one. Is it reach one, teach one, or which one is it?
Each one, teach one.
Each one, teach one. Okay. Okay.
I pretty much. Well, I agree with Nitish with that. The only thing he didn't say that I would have said was, if you do disagree with those 8 that's on the panel, you just got to stand firm on what you believe in. I see a lot of people that always change and then go with everybody else want them to go with. They all talk about basically the same thing. If somebody make a point, even though your point didn't come across to them, you still have to be known that you still standing in your square. Now, you can be right and wrong on the situation because you're not paying attention to what somebody is saying. You might be taking little words that they saying out of context, or you just want to stick on what they saying to the fact you're not listening to the overall conversation. So that's the problem where you run into, well, you got 8 people and this person saying no, but you got other people saying, no, you need to come on, you come to our side. Okay, well, understand where he's coming from too. Once you understand where he's coming from, then let him, everybody got to have their own base of decision making. And you can't make a decision for somebody. Eventually they're going to have to make it up or resolve that in their own self. Do you agree, Mama?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because basically what they teaching them is how to be followers. That's what it sounds like to me, because the old boy is telling Nitish, well, if they doing all that talking and they saying, no, you wrong, you need to say, okay, well, I need to do what they say do, because they right. But Nitish is like, no, I ain't trying to follow that. Well, it ain't for everybody. It might work out for them. I didn't see in cases where it worked out for some people, but some people need guidance.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Let's see what else they're gonna say.
I forgot. I pretty much forgot.
Let me see. Here we go.
It's seen different, especially when it comes to marriage, right? Submission is only a wife to her husband. Let's understand that's not a girlfriend to a boyfriend. No, it's not. But that still doesn't mean that I can't check you, right? It doesn't mean that I can't tell a drug dealer on the street, stop selling drugs because he's not my brother or someone I'm not related. That don't make sense at all. It just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So the Father tells you, cry aloud for the abominations that be done on the earth. Why? Why does he say that? He says that for you to mark them. That's the point. The point of the matter is my job is not to save you. My job is to plant and water. It's my job. My job is to tell you, according to the book, what's right and what's wrong, and be empathetic and sympathetic towards me delivering that message. The problem with the way cats are delivering the message.
Do you agree with what he just said, Mama?
Yes.
I'm not a Bible thumper, so I wouldn't know. I wish John, John ain't up with me tonight. I would ask him that question, but since I know you got knowledge on it, good knowledge, and you always gonna let me know the truth and direct me in the right path. I just want to make sure he ain't telling me no lies.
Basically what he's saying is an old saying's been around forever. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
That's a fact.
You can tell somebody the truth, but if they're going to accept it, they're going to accept it. If they're not, they're not. They're going to go their own way. They're going to do their own thing. You have no control over how somebody else feels or thinks about something. It's like raising a kid, You see them take them the wrong direction. So you put a hand on their shoulder and you say, look, if you continue down this road, these are the things that can happen. If you stop now and change your direction, these are the things that can happen. But you can't. Ultimately, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Okay. Actually, I don't. When people talk, I like to listen to what they say. But once they start quoting something or something I haven't read, something I don't know too much about it, I go to those who know. So I don't really. I couldn't tell you if he's saying directly what's coming at it or not. But since I got that clarity, but makes sense.
Well, I hope it makes sense.
Well, let's see what else he gonna say. Hope he don't contradict himself.
Is why people are pushing back, right? They're delivering the message. You know, truth delivered without love is a weapon. You better understand that. So if I have a brother like Iz tell me, he pulls me to the side and says, "Yo, Bolo, your breath stink." That's my brother. He pulled me to the side. But if it's someone I don't know, they're not going to say it empathetically or sympathetically. They're going to say it disrespectfully. And then now it's not even about my breath anymore. Now it's about who the hell you think you are. So this is what happens when we have these kind of conversations. This is why I'm telling Iz in the background, grab control. Because you want these conversations to be had. It's a beautiful thing when men can come together and have these conversations. But then when it gets disrespectful, now everyone's peacocking. Let's put that to the side. Let's deal with what they're dealing with. So the main objective of this is to be fair. We can't be equal because there's nothing equal on this earth, but to be fair.
Who's that
So if you're
talking?
going to hold men accountable, hold.
Say that again, Yvette.
Who's talking? I don't recognize that voice.
That is Bolo TV. If I'm correct. I think I seen him over on
I can
Idiots
tell you,
channel
he was
before.
on the
Yeah.
P. He used
Yeah.
to be on the
Okay,
P
okay.
a lot. He used to pop up on the panels after the show, the P, and he used to always spit the word, and no one really interrupted him. He would try to make his salient points. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh, I never watched the P.
He used
Welcome back,
a
Resla.
lot on the beef.
Le Beef. I used to call it Le Beef.
It was only a beef between the men and the women on the panel, or if the chat has some wrong to say against the women.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get that many idiots on the beef. It was very structured for the most part. For the most part. So I agree. I agree a lot with what Bolo is saying. At the same time, let's just be honest. We've said this on these panels. I know we've said this even in the bag chats or whatever. Most of these guys are not interested in really having, quote, solution-based problems. Even when you get people who say that their whole show is about having solutions, it's not. It's about spinning the wheel. It's about chasing the carrot. Because to be honest with you, coming up with the solutions takes too much work. And then you have to be okay with this as well. Let's just say you're the other person to come up with the solution. You're the person who solves the important equation that no one else could fix. You have to be really okay with everybody now being able to understand what the answer is and not take credit for it. And there are too many people in their ego that they can't do that. If I was able to come up with a solution to solve a lot of the issues that you see a lot on these panels when it comes to the internet, the interactions, the intersectionality between black men and black women, if I found the answer to it, I'd probably write a book, but I wouldn't go on a tour. Because you know why? In fact, if I wrote the book, it most likely even wouldn't be under my actual name. It'd be anonymously. Because why? People will do everything that they can to disprove what actually works. Because they weren't the one that come up with it first. So you get a lot of these panels that turn around and say, we're here to have solution-based conversations. And then you allow people to get on your panel who then dismantle or move the goalpost and shift the message away from what the original conversation was to be had about. And that's why you get someone like Bolo who turns around and says, you have all these men on your panel. You claim that you're supposed to be having this solution-based conversation. And you allow people to get up here and move the conversation away. That's why I'm typing to you in the back chat. Get a handle on your shit because you're losing track of your own message. And the truth is the matter is that he's saying that to them, but he's also saying it to people who, quite frankly, don't really want the message to be solved. because there's no profit in solving the problem. There's more profit in saying that there's a Wizard of Oz. There's no profit in proving that the Wizard of Oz is really just a man behind the curtain. That's my point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Control.
Yeah, basically what it is, control. You got something to say, Mama, before I play it?
No, I was just drawing I was just sending the arrow to the bullseye. It boils down to control.
That's a fact.
Women accountable fairly. Can't say the same, but fairly.
You know what I think? I think people push back because whoever you pushing back against is not in a line and in a way that you will run some shit or you will do some shit. I feel like personally, it don't matter. I don't know who we speaking about, but whoever the person is, as a man, let that nigga do whatever the fuck he wants to do as a man. How you gonna try to chastise or correct something in the way he believes to what he's doing is righteous within himself? Now you trying to go correct.
That's a problem. Because he's a great example of someone right here who moved the goalposts away from the conversation. When black men get in the congregation with each other, and the first thing you start hearing about are these 3 words. Oh, sorry, 2 words and 1 letter. So no, actually 3 words. I'm wrong. 3 words. As a man. The moment you start any statement that you're going off, it's gonna be something that's just entirely like, if you don't agree, that's pretty much what it says. If you don't agree with me, then you're not a man. That's pretty much the way it sounds. As a man, and anything that follows afterwards, if you don't necessarily agree, then quite frankly, you're not necessarily moving in your masculinity. We need to stop saying that as a man. Because I say this all the time. We come from multiple cultures, multiple backgrounds, multiple ethnicities. Even if you want to turn around and say black men are not just here in the United States. Black men are across the globe. Cultures do things differently. I'm not going to say that a black man here in the US is the same thing as a black man in fucking Australia. They move differently. And the culture really matters. Stop trying to prescribe basically commandments to men. Tell me what you think about that, OG.
I was on mute. My fault, y'all. I can agree with that. I wasn't thinking that deep into it. I'm be honest with you. Only reason why I say that because look, I agree with the part of the example part, bro, what you said. I have a problem when people try to compare something like that, especially when it comes to overseas, especially when you use the black thing, like you said, everybody's black. You can't say that we all the same, because it's going to be different because of where the area you're in and the culture and everything.
Right, but that's not the way they behave. So imagine this, OG. Imagine some guy come from Africa, right? And somehow he get a big platform. Women are flocking to him. Other men are listening to him. They think he's big in the space. They think he's the next messiah of the fucking of the black sphere. And he turned around and say, as a man, you shouldn't be moving around. As a man, you shouldn't partake in drugs or weed. You are not a man if you partake in things that inebriate you. How would you feel about that? Every man, it takes something that, because that particular person doesn't, and because that particular person has people that follow him. Imagine that shit. They're prescribing a lifestyle to you and say that if basically when they state the 3 words, as a man, if you say I don't agree with that, you have to now defend your own concept of life against what he's saying. You have to defend the concept of how you live against what he already stated is being a man.
Appreciate you, Steve Hall, for stopping through, brother. No. You look. I agree with you, bro. It's just like I said, that decision, and like I say, the example that you're doing all the right things. You're showing what a man is. I get what you're coming from as a man part. That part right there is throwing me off too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it as a man part. I'm only looking at I wasn't looking at what he was. I was looking at the overall.
Yeah, I got you.
He's saying basically, forget I'm gonna still leave it in there, but I'm not trying to get stuck on as a man part. I'm just trying to get stuck. I'm stuck on the part where he's saying you shouldn't be worried about another man. So if that man is willing to follow Bolo and do the things that Bolo was talking about and making sure he's on that path, because that's the path that he set for himself, that's understandable. But when you derail from that and you start doing something way different, then me as a man, which sounds crazy because that's basically what he's saying, me as a man, I shouldn't say nothing. Well,
do you think that there are men that follow other men?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
And that's the reason why.
Yeah. So when you get someone like that who says basically like, as a man, I wouldn't be following nobody. Cool, you wouldn't. But then turn around and have people stand around and say, men shouldn't be following other men. That's a problem.
Yeah. And just to go back to your point where you was making the point is this man saying, just say he got a lot of followers, like you said, African man. You shouldn't smoke no weed, you shouldn't do this, and then everybody, oh well, they following this trend because this is what they saying, and people were steady pushing because this is the hot thing, bro. I see that all the time on YouTube now. And that's the thing where, like I said, if they see or they can, or if they feel, because they ain't really, it's about seeing, feel with them what you see on this internet. If they see it and then they feel it by what they seeing or taking in through their eyesight, then they look at it as a feel, and that's what the end all be all is. So if that dude is on her rich and he's successful, like you said, and making all the right moves, saying the right things, but at the same time he's telling them not to smoke weed, these dumb motherfuckers is going to do it. And I agree with you when you said I ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it's going to be a lot of them that's going to do it because they're going to want what he got instead of looking at it. Well, go ahead.
Well, I'll make the point even more salient than that, because I this is a conversation that I've had with somebody online, and I just said, y'all fucking bugging. When they said, as a man, in fact, I had it probably, I think it might have been on This Might Be Risky, but the point being made is, if you haven't figured out who you are and what you should be doing by the age of 30 as a man, you're already a failure. That's insane.
It is.
But yet, I was in between. I was literally, my face was in between two different guys who was pretty much copying to that shit. In fact, it was on Night's show. Now I remember who said that shit, and I was like, "You two are absolutely insane." Because there are people literally in their 50s, 60s who still haven't figured out what the fuck they want to do. Even to the point where I had to say, keep in mind, do everybody on that panel know who Kevin Samuels was? And they said yes. I said, did you know him when he was in his 30s or when he was in his 50s? Well, he was in the game for a while. That's not what I asked you. Don't move the conversation. So they had to admit they only knew him when he pretty much already passed away at 50, I think 53 or 52. So don't tell me that you can't make something of yourself in your later years and say that if you didn't do something by 30, you're pretty much dead in the water. That's ridiculous. But they'll say, as a man, if you haven't figured yourself out by 30, you're a lost cause.
Now, when you say that, when you give me that, see, now just saying it, like I told you, just saying it without giving the context, but you giving the context of that, you know what they just did for me and let me know that these dudes is already set a perimeter. So anything that you see and you can prove to them just to show them I'm logical on what I'm thinking, because I can show you examples of older people in this same mind state. You know what these niggas do? They already set in their mindset of the 20s and the 30s or whatever mindset they set it. So when you say that, they're going to always disagree with you because they already, to me, it's not computed in their head. Because as a man, you should already have this stuff done. And like I said, sometimes, like I said, bro, I agree with you. I know people, bro, who's 40 and 50 and 60 years old, bro, who's still living with their parents, bro, and ain't got up off their feet yet because they didn't try, they didn't got, and they keep on falling back in the same comfortable space that they love being in. Bro, as a man, that's where they're going to be at. I didn't realize
I don't
that.
like that. I don't like those 3 words because when you say as a man, it's a comfort word for saying
I
in
know.
general.
I know. I know. And I'm just saying. I'm giving an example. This is what they're gonna do, but they ain't gonna realize. If I tell them that, they're gonna be like, well, as a man, you shouldn't be doing it because at the age 30, you supposed to already have your stuff together. You shouldn't. Well, what about this man? As I just said, as a man, he feel like he's more safe and more comfortable with his mother's house in the basement at the age 55. and you can't really explain it. The only thing you're gonna do then is tell me how sorry or lame or whatever else kind of derogatory word you want to use to talk about somebody. You're gonna use that then. So I'm not gonna,
So especially like, here's my thing, because I said it again, like for people who has followers, right? Now think about this. We have a man who used those words as a man. House of Hypocrites, right? What is he known for? 6 baby mamas, six kids, six baby mamas, whatever. As a man, if you will use those, is this the person to be listening to about manliness, about manhood? What makes him different from a bear?
Bro, I can't even answer that question from you. I don't even believe. You know how I am about that bird shit.
Well, let me make the point, because Mayo's the one that sent it to me, and that I laughed because it makes sense. What makes him different from a bear? A bear is over 6 feet when it stands up. A bear is muscular. A bear has cubs but doesn't take care of his kids. A bear lounges around all day because a bear doesn't work. Well, what makes him different?
It don't seem like nothing.
You didn't hear about him taking care of any of them kids. He made a whole platform off of it. He got viral because of it.
One's doing it because he wants to. The other one's doing it because that's what he was born to do.
Well, as a man, you do what you want to do. So that means you're born to do it. Because doing what you want to do is a matter of what? Choice.
Yeah, and where everything else stands at, because the only thing else you're gonna say, like I said, you're gonna have 2 different rhetorics, maybe 4 if you go to thinking.
Because if he had an obligation to do so, he'd be forced. He claimed he didn't have to pay for none of those kids. He even warned the women or whatever. And he still wasn't gonna pick. He had no obligation, because if he was had obligation, he'd be forced. He wasn't taking care of his kids. What makes him different from a bear?
Nothing.
Choice.
Yeah, but still, it's nothing though, because he's anything that he say to try to take him up out of there is going to be something that's he basically going to be trying to bamboozle you with the words, because he ain't gonna be able to take that conversation nowhere.
No.
He gonna have to try to.
I would get
that's
shut
the problem
down.
that he ran into. I'm telling you.
I would get shut down explaining that to a panel of men, because they'd be like, wait. We can't listen to you, Resla, because he used the words as a man. They'd be too busy trying to defend what he just said, those 3 words, against anything I would say against them. You don't have to listen to them, guys. No. You don't understand, Resla. He said, as a man, I have to. Those are kryptonite words. As a man, I have to defend myself against them now. Because if I don't do it, I cannot go by this whole conversation and not prove that I'm not a man.
Oh, well, you know what's coming after that.
I can't have another man check me.
Yeah,
whether I think he's better or not, and have them tell me that I'm not a man. I have to defend myself.
No, I gotta check somebody before somebody tries to check me. Yeah, I get you. Let's see what they're gonna say.
Another man about some shit, because y'all not on the same playing field. Y'all not on the same thinking field. So you going, oh, you should have did this. You should have did that. As a man, don't tell me what I should have done. You know what I'm saying? unless it is actually hurting somebody, bro. Like,
exactly, and that's where we are. That's what the fight be about. Men trying to impose their will on other men. What up, Rapid One? You can't impose your will on another man. You can try to. And then if you're victorious, there will be some family or friend or somebody else that know him that's going to want to bump you off. And then there'll be some family or friend or whatever on your side that's going to want to bump him off. And then you got to have those on the course. It's just an internal fight that always be going. Why? Because you're trying to impose your will on me. This is America. It's women literally saying, so what's she a hoe? She can't have no husband? So what's she a hoe? She can't have no baby? Who cares what she did before? She with you now. Morality don't matter. Don't nobody this and don't man. I hear some of the craziest stuff on these panels. So they don't care nothing about none of this stuff. People got veins popping out their head behind. They just say, "Oh, that's exciting." That's some kind of stimuli. It's not boring. When I listen to Nightish, his voice. This is what they said to me. You have like a radio voice, Nightish, and you like put me to sleep. Your voice is so calming. I'm like, damn, is that a compliment or what are you saying?
Well, you do have a radio personality. You do. You do have a radio personality, and you would bring some. You will play some quality music. You already know how to do that, and then you will bring quality people. That's what. But
Yeah,
we used to have thousands and thousands of radio stations. Now we only have hundreds.
Yeah.
Maybe you can bring some of that. Maybe bring some of that luster back. That joy in there.
Look at the albino monkey in the chat. What up, albino monkey?
What the hell?
Somebody say something?
I said video killed the radio star.
What you mean by that?
There's a reason why there's only a few hundred radio stations now.
Oh, okay. I see. I was like, what? I thought you was talking about like
things change. In other words, things change.
Yeah,
change.
My mind won't even think about that. I thought you was talking about like not like a video, not like that, but you know, like how they did like the black, how the white and black and the color screen did, how it killed off the because one was just so better than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's basically what MTV did to radio, and now YouTube is doing to MTV. Yeah.
Yeah, they goddamn Netflix and these goddamn paid programs is killing the cable and all them niggas. They don't know what they gonna do. I wonder how long they gonna stay in business.
They change and they move on. You know, it's the exchange of information evolves.
Maybe you feel in that joyfulness, that love back, and maybe some of these Negroes will turn into some quality men. But they
you don't hear Rufus up here talking about, you know, fuck R&B. It's this, you know, it's
he said that.
Yeah. I said, you don't like Babyface? You say I used to, but you know that's a trap. That's some sucker shit.
He's stupid. Ain't nobody gonna listen to him. He's stupid. I refuse to believe
you lose your leverage when you listen to Babyface.
No, I don't believe him. When he can look me in my eye, he could tell me the exact same thing.
Yeah, I had a cousin tell me that one time. Nigga, he said, "Nigga, R&B music make you soft."
It will. It absolutely will. And keep in mind, OG, I came up in the 90s, 2000 when boy bands was in the late 90s to early 2000s, and R&B black songs like Boys to Men, New Edition, Next, like they were all coming up throughout the night. Drew Hill, like they were all coming up. They made men soft. They sure did.
Oh, these niggas out here tender loving. Okay.
They were definitely tender living. They were doing all the Luther Vandross. They were doing everything. Listen, it was one of the reasons that my grandma, she put me in the church choir. She had me start singing because I was like, whoo, yeah, they singing like that. You sing for the low. You sing them panties off. Jesus Christ.
What goes on in his head?
You say the panties off.
Head every fucking day, and he could tell me that R&B is a trap and all this other shit. I believe him. I don't believe him.
Okay, you'll catch him one day. He'll tell you it's bad messaging. It's
And I'm
garbage
gonna tell
in,
him you're
garbage out.
Stupid. Tyrese is R&B, even though he don't do it anymore.
Not Black Tie. I thought he was a rapper.
Who?
Boy, if you ever go back and listen to Tyrese music, boy, it will fuck your head up.
Oh, I forgot about Tyrese.
Boy, Tyrese music is crazy, bro. This nigga, bro. Yeah, he fucked up a lot of people's relationships.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Listen, I used to sing Tyrese every winter, sir. I used to make a killing singing Tyrese. When karaoke first started popping, I said, oh my god, every winter.
I knew it. I tell you, I know. Hey, I tell you that Tyrese, what?
That's what Tyrese calls himself when he raps.
Tyrese Gibson?
Yes,
Tyrese Gibson calls himself Black Tie when he raps.
Yeah, he do better with R&B.
He's not a bad rapper.
Hell, I met Genuine the other night.
Shout out to Genuine. Rufus listened to drill music.
What?
Wait. Don't get me started. Go ahead and play the damn thing. Do not get me started with him.
And every time I have this conversation, the problem is y'all want to be fucking lazy. And I say y'all for whoever that fits in. If you fucking fat and you out of shape, oh well, you fit that fucking criteria. It is what it fucking is.
Yo, let me ask you a question, Sharon. Hold on, D-Town.
Just saying. So me, I'm not as nice as
It's not about nice.
I speak the way how I speak, and whoever I resonate for, and that's who I'm gonna be for. Like I said earlier, people hit me up and they say, "Hey,
hold on, man.
Move forward."
Let me ask you a question, a direct.
And that was a lie.
That was a whole lie.
Sharon's dumb. Oh my god.
Listen. If you see Nida's chat, you'll see that he's like people say he's all about the money grabs. Don't tell me that it's whoever resonates with you. It's whoever resonates them fucking pockets. Let's stop right there.
Throw a couple of my way, Sharon.
You didn't
start about 35.
Sir, you did not start a show to change lives because you was already on panels for a good long time. You was making the bag. You even changed you even got a whole new promotion. You shaved your face and everything. It's like, come on now. Come on. Like, don't tell me that you started this because it wasn't a money grab. It absolutely was, sir. And I'm not hating on you for it. But keep it a buck then. Because don't say that you're an honest individual and then you're doing what you're doing. That makes you what? A charlatan. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Question. Hold on, cause come on, man. Come on.
You can mention my name through the whole thing and I'll be quiet. Then you tell
listen, Sharon, stop being a diva, bro. I gave the brother the same when I'm asking him qualifying questions, the same exact.
Okay, we got HQ up there, so yeah, it's gonna turn up. Let's see. Oh, that's Bolo TV that was talking. All right, we want to hear.
What's up with the pop shots?
With the what?
What's up with the pop shots and shit with Izzy bands? What's up with the
yeah, man, they can't be disrespecting over there, man. They be doing too much. They hear me all the chain, dog. I swear they do, bro. I don't be understanding this YouTube shit, bro. I mean, I get it to a point, but then sometimes I'll be like, bro, I don't know what the hell going on sometimes. Some people just be in a whole different other world, bro.
Yeah. It's a club, but either you in there, you not.
Yeah.
It's show.
Nah, that's we was watching Summer Night Show. I was looking for this other one that I had up. You know me, I like to travel through them, man. I don't know, we be watching most of them, but most of the thing is us giving commentary on what we seeing. So I try to go to the ones that's either live, still popping. If they not live, they try to give us. We're gonna go back to some of that debauchery before we get ready to head out for the night. 'Cause we almost at the 3 hour and we're at the 3.5 hour mark almost. So we're gonna get a little bit of this in over here. So we get ready to shut her down. Have a little fun over here with this. I think we started off on these crazy folk. See what they still going.
Then they stopped. Then they didn't fuck with you the last time. What you mean getting together? They already together.
I got timed out.
And then you say thank you after I said don't do that to you. Then you tell me thank you.
Yeah, but before then,
I
you
did.
had said,
Okay, then. So I handled that, right?
yeah, but autistic Chief Keef and fucking
Who the hell is autistic? Who the hell is that?
What's his name?
She talking about Cortez.
Yeah.
Cortez.
You know, not BFF. You know Cortez gonna flame your ass for that. Be my nigga Cortez.
And also that fucking albino fucking genie, him. Like them motherfuckers will fucking talk.
Damn, who my nigga Biz?
No, you talking about Biz. I'm talking about Will. Damn.
Oh, Will. Oh, you said Will. Hey, I'm gonna tell Will if you fucking with him.
Will fucking anytime Will see me, this nigga fucking hop on the pedal. Oh, hello. Oh, punk it. Oh, punk it. I thought he was wrong for that.
I think Will be trying to get you down to the ABS.
I think Will do like
Nah,
me,
he trying to get John show down to the A. He done already.
What?
Oh, you ain't here earlier?
What happened?
Listen to the rest of that live with
Oh shit. Hold on, let's listen.
After you got off the panel.
Oh shit.
Or you probably was still on it.
Well, I'm glad
you need 5 extra minutes. They said you got junk in your trunk.
I can't.
No, they told me you got junk in your trunk. They ain't say you were big. They say really got junk in your
So I
trunk.
think that is Kwame Brown, bro.
All right, so you gonna need about that big ass. We
Yeah,
don't
I
want
think
the
that is the video that dude down there
not
talking.
one of the goddamn O's in my cookie.
That's not the same mama's cookie. You see the old mama's cookie? That was
Yeah, that
stand
is
for
him.
righteousness and for the women. Now that I would have bought me a shirt. And
Butterfly, you was right.
This ain't that.
I don't just stand for the women. But see how you like to talk for people.
He all over there with a whole panel full of women.
But really, I don't stand for women. I understand the importance of a man. I would not be who I am today. Oh, this stupid bitch right here. God damn. I don't like bitches like you. You a dumb bitch. God damn, I can't stand a funky ass bitch.
Yo.
Stand a funky bitch.
God damn. Saying on that note right there, we can't stand funky ass bitches.
Yo, nobody get rest. Jesus. Nobody give me clearance.
You hear me, bro? God damn, bro. Say, it's almost the 3.5 hour mark, y'all. We got 3 minutes before we go, so we're gonna go ahead and spill our little spill before we get ready to dip out of here, y'all. We definitely gonna be looking forward for you guys on the videos to leave comments. Make sure you hit the like and stuff so forth. You know what I'm saying? Resla, got anything to say?
No, man. I mean, you pretty much covered it, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to OG DoDirty. And also subscribe to me as well, which is you can actually be able to get both of us as @ OG DoDirty, as well as for myself as @Resla, which is RESLA, same as you see up here on the platform. I appreciate you guys actually being here. We plan on doing this about every week or so. We might pick it up as we see things fit, as it's going right now. And yeah, anything you'd like to say, Locksmith and Mama, before we start taking off?
Well, Mama.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. She beat me too. I was about to talk some shit again.
I was waiting for you. No, I'd like to see everybody hit the like button. These guys work hard, bring this content to you, and being stingy, but the like button ain't nice, folks. It ain't nice. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Stop beating Pops. Mama, stop beating Pops. Get him out of the corner. He's all right now.
This dude is crazy, bro.
He can't get out of that damn corner, man. She punished his ass too much.
He's bro.
All right,
Nah,
guys.
it's been real, man. I'm sorry I had to drop it.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Keep talking your crap. Let's go get him in worse trouble. I get mad at you, take it out on him. There. Now I
Well,
said
don't beat him because of my ugly ass. Come on now.
Ain't that what women do?
Yeah, they do. They take it out on men.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
No one left.
But on that note, guys, if you catch us on the preview afterwards, because you couldn't catch the live stream, but if you catch us on the replay, just do it, favorite guys. Put your comments, write comments. Don't feel free to just watch the stuff or whatever, or even just hear us in the background or whatever. You could be doing your own thing, but feel free to leave a comment for the video as well, because we take a look at that stuff and we make our moves based on other things that we see and what your actual perspectives are. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for showing up.
Peace.
Y'all remember? Peace. You can end it, bro.